You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Welcome
Welcome.
to the 3 Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
Cherry TNT.
And I am Joe Butt in this episode. Yeah, I got my nigga Shane in here with me. What's up? What's up? What's up?
This nigga said, what's up? That's crazy.
I'm sweating. You don't want smoke with us.
Maul says everything is crazy. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
This is episode 101.
Oh my God. Like
This
thug
is-
motivation.
This is episode 1. It's too hot. That's how hot we are. I can't even put a real shirt on. Titties out today. Titties out today.
Dicks out for Hurambe.
Oh, yeah.
Harambe was a gorilla, right?
Yes. R.I.P.
God.
my nigga.
It wasn't a gorilla. The gorilla had to go.
Bro, no he didn't. Ain't nobody tell that little motherfucker to climb in that fucking cage.
But when that
he was
happened-
in his natural habitat.
Oh.
But when that happens,
that's
what
what
do?
we
You kill the
forgot that.
gorilla. You don't.
No, you tell the kids don't do that again.
Do you sacrifice the kid? What do you do?
Fuck them kids.
You remember the kid?
Bro,
fell
that
into the
gorilla
little-
didn't do anything
Oh, yeah, he
but
fell
what
into
he
the
was
kid.
supposed to do.
Yeah, he fell into the thing, and then the gorilla was starting to.
Did you hear
come
about? It
after
was
him.
another one that had happened. I think it might have been a gorilla or another animal, but they dead ass said, "Nah, we're not putting him down. That bitch is dumb."
Oh.
Some bitch got mauled. Like, nah. It literally says, "Do not climb over the enclosure," and you did it anyways, and now you're dead. That's not our fault.
It's funny, some zoos' policies are to actually kill the animal on site. Some of them won't do it.
Hell
Oh,
no.
shit. Yeah. It's like, we need to make money.
Well, that's a tragic day in fucking zoo history.
Zoo,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Harambe, man.
I guess. R.I.P. Harambe.
He was a hard gorilla.
Whatever, Peter. Y'all niggas care more about animals than nigga lives.
Yeah.
That
So
is true.
I
They
honestly could give two
definitely
shits
do.
about no Peters
They
or
definitely
animals.
do.
They care about
Wait, one of them
gorillas
was
than
black,
niggas.
though?
Unless they're my dogs, then I care. But outside of that, I really don't care. Yo, welcome, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody that came out to our 100th episode.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
This is the debrief
Yeah.
from the 100th episode.
Yeah.
How does everybody feel about the 100th episode?
It was great. Yeah.
I
thought
enjoyed
was
it
Great
thoroughly. I
conversations,
did.
great interaction.
Spicy
Yeah.
conversation.
It was real
Yeah.
spicy in there.
Yeah.
I
It
really
was.
liked it. My parents got joked on. It's okay. They're good.
They-
sports.
You are holding on to that,
I
boy.
cannot. That vision.
Wait, by who again?
Oh,
Wafik.
Wafik.
Oh,
Wafik.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Wafik.
Shout out to Wafik for the masturbation jokes on my parents. It was funny. My
Uh,
parents
You
are
are so
real good.
damaged by it. It's so
I was
funny.
because I was like, oh my God, like this mental image is.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking you.
So
They were
weird.
they were the closest couple to the stage, so
and
you
I know
it
it,
was
and I
gonna
was
happen.
like,
Yeah.
and I knew it. First of all, my stepdad is just big as hell. He just stands out.
He does stand
Nigga,
out.
you're big as shit.
Oh,
You're
so he
always gonna
just-
get picked
as
on
soon as he
because
saw him,
he's just
he's
so
like,
Yeah,
big. Like,
He
yeah.
is with that hard ass handshake.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Yo, me and my mom were just talking about this. I'm sorry for everyone's hand he fucking tried to break. Like, it's some military shit. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, but no, he be OD. Like, I'm pretty sure he almost fucking broke Leon's hand. Leon was like, my God, it's a hell of a grip, sir. And I was like, Bert, chill out. Like, what are you doing? Like,
You know what's funny though? I used to be like that. Well, because that's the thing with guys, I guess. When you shake each other's hands, it's supposed to be mad firm.
Yeah, a little
but you
firm.
don't want to ever come too soft
Yeah.
because if it starts,
It has to be in the middle ground.
that was a
you
pause.
know, I tried to make it in the
was
middle.
Was that a
Yeah.
pause moment?
What
you
was a
don't.
pause?
You never want to make it too soft.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't even catch that. I didn't
No
even catch
homo.
that. Shit.
but
It has to be, it has to be a little firm. You know, I tried
Yeah.
to make it at least a little firm.
But then
Let
there's
them know.
niggas that try to crush your shit. So I guess I got into the habit of like going for the crush mode.
Yeah.
And one nigga did that shit so fly. Like he was like this. Come on, chill, bro. Like he's like, bro, you don't squeeze my hand like
Yeah.
that. Like also, my nigga, I understand, but it's not that
Yo.
serious.
Yeah, like,
to-
you know, testosterone, I get
Yeah,
it. but,
he
you
made
know.
me feel like I was going crazy, so I eased back a lot after that because he just made it look. He still held his dominance,
Yeah.
but was like, "You do not have to squeeze my fucking
Yeah.
hand that hard."
And
bro."
that's how I feel. Like, he be going OD. Like,
Yeah.
I know
his shit was hard. It was
and
hard.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he does that shit on purpose. First of all, he's a fucking menace.
To test your
He's a
manhood.
fucking nuisance. As soon as he come in, he started bothering all the DJs, and I'm like, oh my god, like please don't do this. And I literally had to pull him. I was like, leave them alone.
I was like, hey, play that new
Stop.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You're embarrassing me. Stop it. No, he has a good spirit. He's a good guy.
But
he
yeah. I
will
didn't
shake
get
the
to meet
fuck
him
out of your hand.
That's a fact. You will if we can, you will
if
feel
you
it.
don't do it, give him a pound.
Yeah. It's much safer.
It's much safer.
But yeah, thank y'all for everybody that came out to the 100th episode. The building was literally, it was almost wall to wall. Maybe like 15 to 20 more people. It
Yeah.
would have been wall to wall.
Some people had to stand up because there were no seats.
Oh, a lot of
That's a
people stood
positive
up. It was
story.
a
Yeah.
lot of people standing up, because we only had about 40 chairs, and it was easily 90 to 100 people in there. It was
really that many? I totally lowballed that. I'm not good with guessing numbers. and
yeah. I
stuff
think it
like
was
that.
at least we had that almost the capacity in that building is 250, and we had the entire front room almost filled up, which
Yeah.
is the largest room. So we easily probably are at 80 to somewhere in that 80 to 100
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
It was lit, bro.
Hey, you know, it's so crazy. Like, I see when I posted the video. No, when you posted the video of
Yeah.
the podcast, the 100th episode or whatever, and I remember seeing like some people being like, oh man, I should have went. I should have.
God.
I'm like
Oh, my
3 people
God.
said that. I'm like,
The I should have went ass niggas.
yeah. The way they don't want to go, they don't show up, and then just so they can see the highlights and just be like, oh man, I should have came.
People, it's so weird. People don't want to support if they feel like nobody else is supporting you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like we knew we were gonna. I didn't know. I did not know if anybody was gonna show up.
I was worried. The weather fucked me up. Like
yeah,
it
and
wasn't
then the
even
weather,
like storming
yeah.
that bad near like where my mom was, but
Yeah.
that weather, I was just so concerned.
The hail, man.
The hail was
Yeah.
fucking real.
Bruh, me and Winston were on the way, bruh. It was literally golf ball sizes of fucking hail
shit,
Yeah.
hitting us. This nigga's in the passenger seat talk about, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do?
Yeah.
What do we do? And I'm over here like, oh, shit, nigga, I don't know. And I'm thinking, all I know is we need to pull over, but we on Garner Road, and there was no gas station, nothing to really pull up underneath
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So we pretty much had to pull off on the side road and park up underneath this tree, like damn near on this person's curb.
Yeah.
Like, just so that it would at least, the hail would at least, because I mean, them shits were hitting my
like
windshield
the day after
hard.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I did have a little chip in there. I did find a little chip. Yeah. It
Awesome,
wasn't
man.
crazy, but I found a little chip. I need to fill it this week.
Damn.
But, I mean, when I say they were hitting hard, bro,
Yeah.
hitting hard.
But I feel like it was only on this side. 'Cause
It
didn't
wasn't,
even-
it wasn't
It was
everywhere.
on my side of town. It was just raining. That was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry about all the, well, I don't know if I should say sorry for the people that couldn't come, but
Oh,
whatever.
I
We
thought you
ain't
were going to say
y'all.
sorry for
Y'all
the
coulda
hail.
came.
Y'all should have came.
Y'all should have came.
It was
Even the
lit.
ones that bought tickets and didn't come.
We appreciate y'all.
We definitely
Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Definitely
oh, yeah,
appreciate
'cause you
that.
still-
I know a few
yeah.
people did get into like car wrecks, so I'm glad y'all are all okay. Y'all
Oh,
all
so-
alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Y'all get
outside
a
of
pass.
that.
Y'all get a pass. Anybody else outside of that?
Yeah. They saw some rain. It's like, man, I'm turning this bitch around.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know why people do that though. Like,
Yeah.
because that's why it's like having a picture of how many people were there will help you fill the venue the next time.
Because what are you supposed to say? Like when somebody's like, "Oh man, I should have came." It's like, yeah, you should have. Like what?
Did you not see the promotion that we had for the last
That
month?
fucking killed me.
Yeah.
I literally
The people
had,
who act like they didn't see it.
Yeah, I literally had a friend.
Nigga, I tagged you, bro.
Oh my God, I had a friend. I'm so mad at this. I'm still mad at this nigga. I'm like, bro, he literally the same night he was just like, "What y'all on tonight?"
Are you serious?
I was like, bro, you fucking see. Even my homegirl, I was like, bro, why are you not at my show? My homegirl was like, that part. My homegirl was out of town, so she
Yeah.
gets a
Oh,
pass.
yeah.
She went to see her
Yeah.
grandparents. And I'm like, bitch, why are you not at my fucking show? Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? Oh,
Yeah.
this is what he said. This is what he said. I swear to God, he was like, I don't really want to sit around a whole bunch of strangers talking about random things. If you were performing, I would have came. Bitch, this how I know you didn't look at any of the fucking promotion.
Yeah.
Nothing. You looked at nothing. Fuck you. Suck my ass.
Yeah. But
Wow.
thanks for coming in. No.
Live music, podcast,
And comedy.
stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah, I can't
There
forget
were
comedy.
3 reasons to go.
3 of them things.
So you
But-
didn't like the podcast part. Maybe you like the comedy part or the
Yeah.
music
Yeah,
part.
there was going to be at least
There
one.
was variety.
It was one aspect of the night you would thoroughly
Somebody. And
enjoy
even
at
if you
least.
didn't, get drunk. Have
Yeah.
a good time. Listen
Yeah.
to some fucking music. Interact.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't believe I'm looking at like episode 101 right now on my computer, which is
That's
kind of
crazy.
crazy. You know
It
what I'm
is
saying?
really crazy.
Because
3
it
years.
has been a long road, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, I feel like there's so many like new people that are gonna like start seeing this episode now. So this is probably a bad look for me. Like beat it up. I'm
No,
Joe
just be
Budden.
yourself, bro.
Hey, look, man.
Just fuck it.
Your girlfriend like it. I don't know what to
You
tell
heard
you.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
You heard me? You heard me?
She told you to watch the podcast.
And she's in my DM right now,
Right now.
Yeah.
and I'm curving her right now until it's convenient.
yeah.
It is a hot boy summer, okay?
It is hot everywhere out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get back into regularly scheduled programming, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
we're back. It's time to develop this trilogy that we got. I don't know what you call this three-P, this
Trio.
this trio,
Yeah.
the Musketeers, and
That
it's time to get
trio podcast.
the shri-
The trio
Tree.
podcast.
the trio podcast.
Yeah.
Tree of them.
Let's go into the first things. Jay-Z is a billionaire now. I thought he'd been a billionaire to keep it all the way 100.
I thought he was doing.
You thought too, right?
I mean, I didn't know it was news. I was like, oh,
Me
I
neither.
thought he was.
I knew it
I thought he was
wasn't-
rich already.
I know.
Me too.
him-
I thought he had hit that accomplishment.
There was only Dr. Dre when he sold beats, but because
He didn't own 100%
Hold
of
on,
it.
you got to get on the mic, bro, because can't nobody hear you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Turn it on. Hold on.
this is how it happened. Dr. Dre.
Look how this
was
nigga's bent over the
supposed-
table.
Yes,
here.
I have to do this. So Dr. Dre was actually supposed to be the first billionaire, but what ended up happening is that him, Tyrese, and a whole bunch of other people were in the studio talking a whole bunch of shit. And Apple was like, "Yo, we're gonna cut your shit about 250K. So now, or 250 million. So now you're only worth 750 million total." So it went Dr. Dre, P Diddy, and then Jay-Z. That's how it's always. That's how the fight always was. But then Dr. Dre, when he was with Monster, so Beats, that's how he got his millions.
Okay. So now,
So what they were talking shit on? They were talking shit on a show. Tyrese and
Well, yeah, they were in the studio.
Oh, okay.
They
so
were
in
just-
the studio.
because you know when the ink hasn't dried on a contract, you
Yeah.
could fuck the contract up.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was one of those situations,
Okay.
pretty much like,
Yeah.
bro, we were about to give you $1 billion, bro, but since you want to run your fucking mouth,
Yeah.
now we
Okay.
have to cut the contract straight. But I don't know. I still feel like Jay-Z when it comes to, and that's another thing. It made news because it was strange. I don't know. It made news like he showed his bank statement and it said $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, which I feel like he's already had $1 billion when it comes to assets. You know, like liquid and assets. I feel like he's had $1 billion already. So I thought it was major news because maybe liquid asset, like liquid, which is hard cash that you have right now, like I thought that hit $1 billion.
Oh. Okay.
But I don't know. I'm gonna be real. When 444 came out, I thought the nigga had $1 billion already. So it really confused me that it made news again. But of course, congratulations to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
We all trying to get like you when we grow up.
That is a fact.
Yeah. So you know, I mean, I ain't mad at it at all. I just thought you had been there already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Now do something with that money.
saying? Yeah.
Everybody always talk about the getting money part. They never talk about, okay, now what the fuck are you gonna do with it? Do
He's
something
actually,
productive?
yeah, he's actually one of the few that actually
something beneficial.
when
the
it comes
culture?
to like reform and people's like, he fights the system. He puts his money behind the system.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he puts his money into much other things like community wise, but
Yeah.
we definitely see him putting his money behind fighting the system,
Yeah.
which
You could get Dumbo now.
which is the fight that we need him behind. Honestly,
Yeah.
more than anything, that's going to affect the local part more often if you can help affect the
Yeah.
systematic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Meek Mill. I don't know if this is on here. It's not on here. Meek Mill got a new hearing finally after
Oh, they
a
gave him a new
year.
judge?
I don't. New judge and new
Yeah, 'cause
hearing.
that bitch was wild.
Yeah, because I mean, we all know his judge just
The
clearly
one that
had
was-
something
that was
against
trying
him.
to- yeah, take him
And
down.
when it all comes down to it, like his
Wasn't
court,
something about some music? She wrote a song or some shit?
she wanted him to
So wait, he was supposed to sing the Boys to Men song. He was supposed to like remix it.
remix the Boys and Men song. Oh, some coon shit.
What?
For who?
The Boys to Men? Or
So
is it a song called Boyz
his
II Men?
probation, they said basically the lady said they would let him off early, and this was in chambers. Like this is the whole reason him and Nicki got beef still and everything. So when they were in chambers, she said, it'd be a good thing if you remix, some Boys to Men songs.
What kind
Yeah.
of court system is
Yeah,
that?
how
What
how-
happening
how
right
wild
now?
is that, right? How wild
And,
is that?
and that's an off the record conversation, but apparently it was him, Nicki Minaj, his lawyer, and the judge in the room.
We'll get you off if you do the
and
Macarena.
when he said it, like, bruh, she wants me to do this, bruh. Like, she said, I will help you out if you remix this song. But Nicki Minaj was like, that was never said. So that's where a lot of their beef is coming from. It has nothing to do with.
Oh, Mika! Wow.
Yeah, it really has nothing to do with
I didn't even. I didn't
the
know that.
relationship wise. It's like on some.
Just business stuff.
Bruh, it's
whatever.
like-
Also, is that why they broke up?
It could
Is
be,
that why
yeah,
they-
it could, easily. Because I mean, if I got a girlfriend, even if it's my ex, like I hope my exes wouldn't lie on me like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
at least, especially when your voice has power, be like, you know.
Think about it. She really didn't lie. She basically just said that, that's not what I'm here to talk about. And every time somebody asked him. But when Meek Mill asked her directly on Twitter, that's when she said, oh, that's not what the lady said or whatever.
Yeah, but so she did lie then. But when it comes to the fight of your life, it don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck whether you want to talk about it
Like,
or
if you're
not.
my bitch, lie for me, bitch. Period.
And even if you're
What the
not,
fuck
bro,
is wrong
like,
with
even
you?
if that happened to my ex, I don't hate any of my exes enough.
Yeah. But I mean,
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you.
Sorry for all the Cherry's
You
exes.
gotta, yeah.
oh yeah.
But I personally do not hate any of my exes enough that I know if they could be facing 5 to 10 years in jail by me just telling the truth, as much as I don't want to be a part of it, I'll at least give my part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I help
He
you
gonna
out.
spend a year before I tell the truth.
That's
Get all up in that little booty hole.
why is your petty so high?
I don't know.
Hey, my
I
last
think
name is
Mercury
Petty
is
for
in
God's
Gatorade.
sakes. And
That's what
not
I'm
that-
saying.
My last name is Petty. I'm not.
And you're not even that petty.
I'm just saying, Mercury and Gatorade, all
I feel like karma. Can we talk about that in this episode? We can get into this
Karma.
topic. Can we talk about how?
You get spiritual.
Can we talk about how these hoes
Talking
missing
about
their
our third
blessing? They are. I feel like
someone told me that today, actually.
really.
He was like, hey, you gonna miss your blessing. I was
You
like,
gonna miss this blessing,
I was like, hey, chill out.
bro. I feel like it's like. Do you feel like it's weird how people are treating y'all?
Me?
Yeah.
Me.
Us?
Yeah, like just because like we got the live show now,
Uh-huh.
like niggas think we really popping. We ain't shit, so.
I
You
mean,
know
well,
what I'm
nobody.
saying?
I don't talk to anybody.
I mean, the most
I speak to
honestly, the
myself.
most I get now is like people just always hit me up because they want to come on the show and do an interview.
Oh.
Like,
that's a dub.
every week.
I made sure to put that. I made sure to say that at the live show.
And we're not
oh,
doing
yeah.
no interviews
We are-
no time soon.
We are not doing interviews anytime soon. Any
Yeah.
interview that does come out has been previously recorded. We are focusing
Yeah.
on us three right now.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to interviews maybe towards fall or whatever.
Yeah.
Except,
Fall.
except if somebody with some real power come through, we're gonna
shit.
drop them in. There. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
It's like we'll pay you this much. Oh.
Yeah. That's pretty
okay.
much what I've been telling people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been telling them. I'll talk it over with the team. But
Yeah. So I'll talk it.
sorry, we're not doing it right now.
I wish I could use that, but they know I'm like the one. So.
You're the team. Like,
yeah.
that's- And I feel like they think that I'm the ringleader because they know me, and I'm like, bro, like, no, I gotta go.
I gotta talk. I gotta go talk to myself real quick.
yeah, yeah. Like, I
yeah.
can't even use that curve, bro. And it just sucks.
You can say, let me talk to my partner about it.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to my
Say that
agent.
one. Let me talk to my
Yeah,
partner.
I gotta talk to my.
I gotta talk to the team.
I gotta talk to my people. But long story short, yo, these motherfuckers is out here missing their blessings because I feel like I'm a blessing.
As do I. For real.
If I have to say so myself,
Exactly.
I'm doing pretty well out
I
here.
am hell's angel.
If you sneeze, I'll bless you.
And I do not double back. And if I do double back, it is strictly for sex. Do not be coming
I
over
do
here
not
and talk,
double back,
Don't
double
be
back,
not
double
don't be
back.
coming over here and talk about let's go on a date because I don't have time for that. Okay.
So is that why these niggas are trying to take me out because of the podcast? You think that is?
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Are
I
y'all
was-
secretly rappers?
I didn't even think about
Secretly
that
singers?
aspect. I didn't even
my
think about
God,
that
I did not
aspect.
think about
Are
that.
you
Yeah.
secretly trying to like really like, hey yo, so what you be doing a podcast, right?
Because I forgot, like,
one day.
I forgot dudes
Then
do
you
that,
fucking pop
do
up
that
and,
too.
nah,
Dudes
man.
Because
do
women
that.
could do that too, like to directors and
Oh,
shit.
men
If they
are-
want
men
to
are
part in your
definitely
movie,
like that.
if they want to part in your movie, they suck the director's dick. Hey,
Yeah.
let me give you
Wow,
this big
y'all been
part.
trying to eat my ass. That's why y'all was on my profoundly like that. You trying to get on the podcast? Trying to
Your
eat ass and
profoundly
shit.
was crazy.
My profoundly boomed. Why? Don't know.
I had.
I haven't received any of those messages in a while.
I had like 4, and one extremely pissed me off, and I said, I'm not playing no more. I said,
dead.
you got to tell me in person at this point, because I do not play this anonymous shit.
Yeah, anonymous.
fucking crazy.
Anytime anonymous shit is going on.
Yeah, I don't play.
know, man.
Don't be talking spicy anonymously.
Yeah.
That's why I was retweeting like, yo, who is this? Message me. A few niggas was bold.
Yeah.
I had a
few
couple
niggas
people.
was bold.
I had a couple people like hit me up that were other people like playing in like you or whatever.
Yeah.
But they would hit me up like, bro, was this you? I'd be like, nigga, that's not me, bro. I'm not doing this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was not me. It is typed like me, and it does sound like some wild shit I'd say, but I would keep that to in person. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like I wouldn't do it anonymously.
evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's weird.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got next.
Rihanna also. Rihanna is now the wealthiest female musician in the world.
She is the wealthiest.
And
Oh,
guess
I'm surprised.
hold on, wait,
What?
and guess how much she's worth?
How much?
$1 billion, right?
Nope.
Gazillion.
100 million?
A quadrillion.
way more
for
than that.
billion.
She about
500 million.
about 7.
600 million.
Yeah, about 7
And
mil.
the only person that is above her is Celine Dion with 800 million.
Oh, Celine.
Damn.
Yo,
so
Celine-
she's gonna pass her.
She
easily.
may pass her. She
Not
may
may,
pass her.
she
But you
will
know,
because she's
Celine
a
Dion
beauty.
got the what's that thing called? The they just gave Cardi B one where she has like all the shows like every night in like Vegas. and shit
Oh,
like
Vegas
yeah.
residency.
Oh, a Vegas
The res-
residency.
she has a
Yeah.
residency.
Yeah.
that. Bro, them up.
That's
bro.
what pays you.
That's
You
what
know
people-
she gets paid
yeah.
like $450,000 per show.
That's why
Yeah,
Celine.
think about it. That's where
That's why
J Lo,
Crazy.
Britney Spears goes.
Everybody has one. I mean,
She
that's
does. My heart would go on.
Shit,
every
even
night.
Monique's there.
I love
Yeah.
Celine Dion. I love
Monique,
me some
though.
Celine.
Dad loves
Comedian?
Celine Dion, too.
She has a Vegas residency.
That's
Yes.
fire.
snatch that away from her immediately.
Wait, who?
Why?
Who?
She was right about everything.
Who?
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Look at Steve Harvey.
Wait, who?
Look what happened to my man. He didn't even give his fucking Family Feud family a fucking farewell. Nigga just quit. What the fuck?
Wait,
I think
who
he
you
got
talking about?
fired. I don't think he quit.
Probably did.
Rihanna? No.
No, Monique. You know, she said she was like
Monique,
getting
yeah.
blackballed by like Oprah
Yeah.
and Tyler Perry.
How you
and
get
then-
blackballed? You got a Vegas residency. Calm down.
No, I mean like.
Well, she
in the-
doesn't have any more movie
That's what I'm
roles,
saying,
no more
like,
TV
that
shows.
Hey, she's
and
an
it was
Oscar
like-
winner.
but
Let's
see,
not forget
her
that.
thing was
Yeah, she is an
everybody
Academy
was
Award
agreeing
winning.
with her in privacy and
Yeah.
not in public. Like Tyler Perry was basically like, "Bitch, just keep being a fucking coon, and then that it'll work out itself." Like, don't you know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect me publicly, and then when it come private, like, you know, you were right, but
Facts.
you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree
Like
with you.
basically, Steve Harvey told her like, "Hey, just get with the winning team" type shit. Like
Yeah.
on some fucking Daniel Caesar shit. And now look at you.
I keep
Now look
forgetting.
at
I
you,
keep
nigga.
forgetting she's a Academy Award winner.
Yeah, like
a
Monique
winning
is
actress
that bitch. Like
for what
she's
was
been
it?
in the
Precious.
game for so long. I feel like she just gets so slept on because they blackball
She's hard
her.
to work with. That's why.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I've heard
why
too
it
as
is.
well.
She's
That
Baltimore.
she,
Most of them
that
bitches
she is
is.
very hard. That's what a lot of people have said.
Yeah.
It not even coming to her defense that they just like
It's her
she's hard to
attitude.
work with. Yeah, her attitude.
It
is
don't know,
trash.
but, and you could be as good as you want. If we don't want to work with you because of your attitude, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just her
So-
delivery with
Yeah.
everything.
I-
Like
I find
with
it-
like the Amy
learn how
Schumer
to-
thing with the Netflix, her making more money than Monique. But it's like,
Amy Schumer put in more work.
if, you know,
She did.
yeah, I'm like, she's.
I
dropping
knew
down,
Amy
like, what
Schumer,
do you-
bruh. I don't think Amy Schumer's funny at all. But I can tell you right now, I know Amy Schumer was putting in work.
Amy Schumer did 72 skits in 1 year. Like that's
Yeah,
a lot of
come on
work.
now.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Yeah.
You're putting in the work.
No,
bro.
I find it funny that like whenever it's like you said like where is she from?
Baltimore.
Monique, Baltimore. Yeah, it's like hey, that's Baltimore. That's where she's from. It's like
Bitches.
I don't care where you're from.
I don't either.
You're a
But back to Rihanna, I'm gonna be real. That was another person that I thought was already at $1 billion.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
don't
know,
keep up with
because I
people's,
know what
like,
the
I
makeup
don't-
sales are like,
Well, yeah, she has multiple streams of income like Jay Z.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm sure the makeup is making way more than her music. I'm sure of it.
Well, I mean, she hasn't
Makeup-
dropped in what 5 years, I think.
it ain't been that long.
yeah, no, it's been like that long.
Yeah, it's been like 5 years. Yeah,
Anti didn't come out that long.
Anti came out in like 13, 14.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 14.
2016.
Yeah.
2016.
It was 16.
Yeah.
So it's
Was
been
it
3 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's been like 4.
Yeah, because I remember like that. Love on the Brain. That was out.
Ooh,
Like
that-
That's
maybe-
a good song. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put that as
I
one.
was
that was
of
like
16,
that was
yeah.
a single.
But
like,
she
late
did post a picture on Instagram. She was in the studio, but she had this
Yeah.
stale face. She was mad, like finally in the studio for y'all motherfuckers. We're getting a reggae album though, so I'm excited about that.
Oh.
You.
No, she's gonna be like.
I was not expecting that.
I don't want to. No, I won't say it. It's blasphemous.
Honestly, I didn't really fuck with Anti like that. Like a lot of
fucked
people
with
did,
Anti.
but
I fucked
I,
with
felt like
Anti. I
Unapologetic
liked
was
it.
so much better.
Yeah,
I
not
liked
really R&B fan. I like Anti.
Anti because she kind of got weird on that one.
I
Yeah,
like-
it did.
I
It got
like-
weird. It really
did get
did.
weird, but see, I felt
I
like,
like-
with
yeah.
with
What?
Unapologetic, like when she came out with Poured Up, like that was some new shit. Like
Oh,
she had
Poured
never
Up,
done
yeah.
that.
Oh.
Ever,
Blow it
ever,
up, blow it
ever.
up. Is
Yeah,
that what
like
you're
she had
talking
about?
she had never made a song like
Yeah.
that ever, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
what
that's
the
right,
Fuck.
yeah.
I don't know. I think I was just in my feelings when that shit came out. You know, they got stayed, got down. You know what I'm saying? All that other
You
shit.
be in your goddamn feelings though.
But I don't know. I
What's,
like that one. I don't know. I like that better than Anti.
what's next?
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth taking a break from Hollywood. Who is that?
Chris
So
Hemsworth.
That's
Thor
the,
is
yeah,
taking
Thor,
a break.
man.
He is.
I
yeah,
mean, ain't
so
no more
Chris
Avengers.
Evans. So Chris Evans. Thor.
How much money do you need? You're fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking if
so
you're
why is
Thor,
this-
nigga. What do you,
Why
Or
is
he's
this new?
Thor,
Well, it's well, it's
Focus
con-
on your relationship with Miley.
well,
Get her together.
It's,
'cause
it's
that bitch is
controversial
wild.
because a lot of the Avengers are actually taking time off, so they don't really know the fate of the MCU universe now.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You
It
know
was
what?
probably in their contract
Yeah.
to take the fucking break.
Could have been,
after
yeah.
they finished.
Hey,
the
what do you
movie.
think about this? Because, like, I feel like the 2010s, that was the the decade of Marvel, you know, and DC was struggling.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that the 2020s
they're about to change positions.
I think
Think
Marvel
DC
is gonna start to go down, and I think DC is actually gonna rise next
I
year.
like
hope
DC.
so.
DC's darker,
'Cause
man.
they-
I do
like
love
dark-
I love that. Batman's my favorite superhero.
No, but they
superhero,
changed
period.
their whole. They're not even doing the DCU thing there anymore. Like they got a new manager
Yeah.
in there. They're totally shifting their whole mindset. They're not even copying Marvel anymore by doing
Right.
like connected. They're just doing like, okay, here's a
If
Joker
they
movie.
book
Here's a
fucking
Wonder
Robert
Woman. here's
Patterson
this.
for Batman,
Yeah.
I kind of like the
I'm
one-off
not
one-off
doing
idea.
Who's Robert
Yeah.
Patterson?
fucking
Yo, can we
Edward
talk
from
about how
Twilight.
angry I am about
The
that?
vampire from Twilight?
No, I really
I
not
can tell-
talking
I
about
can-
it.
Hold on, too many people talking. Who's
Yeah,
Robert
that's
Patterson?
true.
The one from Twilight, the vampire from Twilight.
Twilight.
I ain't
Yeah.
seen Twilight either.
So
Okay.
Robert Patterson is about to be Batman, and he
I don't
is
know who that
he is
is.
exactly 5'8".
Yeah.
And
we-
he's
Oh,
my size.
5'8".
Can we talk about this?
He's my size. He looks like fucking Harry Potter. He's
Like,
Harry Potter.
legit.
Yeah, but you know what? The camera can make you taller. Though. Go ahead.
Michael Keaton was short too.
True,
Michael?
But he was buff.
But yeah, Michael Keaton was a little
The
bit more.
suit was buff.
No. If
That
you
was a-
act-
that was a
they
padded
have
suit.
actually old pictures of Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and
They had to
who
get
was the other
big for
guy?
those roles.
George Clooney, and they were actually added 10 pounds of muscle
Yeah.
when they first played Batman, like the very first movie that they
Ben
were. in.
Affleck
So
was even
what
kinda
makes us
bigger.
what makes us think Robert Pattinson won't?
He's
I
gonna
just-
have to gain like 30
I
pounds.
just don't. I
Well,
just
do that.
But see, I don't think Robert Pattinson's good.
If you got the role, do that.
You do what you do. You do what you.
That's
gotta
your
do
job.
To,
Your job
think
is
he
to
can
do
do
it.
it?
I can't pick. I can't
Yeah.
get Edward
I
out
can't
of my
do
head.
that.
Okay, real
Yeah.
quick.
To-
Why do people care so much about height? Like we can't make him look taller on
Oh, I
camera.
don't care about that shit.
Tom
You know what
Cruise,
I'm-
right?
You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's like
Cruise.
Well,
I never understood why people like Jon Snow. You know what I mean? It's like why do people like why do they hang up so much that people are only 5'8" when
It's like a stigma because we
Yeah.
nigga, you 6'7".
The way the comic books
yeah, but
make
we
it
can
seem-
make you look that tall though. Like
That is
the-
angles.
true. Hollywood is.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, let's not act
Oh, yeah.
like the camera work ain't good enough to make you look any height. You know what I mean?
Because
So
think
that's why
about
I
it.
always cared. That's why I always was weird about like, why do they care so much when
Yeah.
they can make anybody look
Same
taller?
with modeling too. Like I remember back in the
Exactly.
day, like if you were below 5'7", you're not walking on
Facts.
nobody's runway.
But I don't know what the modeling world is like.
Well,
I
that's the
haven't
whole
seen-
thing.
like
High
you want tall
fashion, they
bitches.
need you to be 5'8" and up. Period.
and a
Like,
size
point
fucking
blank, plain and
00.
simple.
Why?
That's
That's
just how
just
high
that's
fashion
how
in
it's
the
always
in the
been.
modeling. Yeah, okay, maybe
Yeah,
it's,
that's why
it's
I fuck,
stricter
that's
in modeling.
honestly why I
Yeah.
fuck with
than
Tyra
acting.
Banks because she really made it so like when she's changed top model, it was like you can do any age, any size, men and women.
Well,
American
actually, hold on,
Next
wait. That's actually false. So there were 6 seasons where they only did 5'7" girls and up.
Yeah, and I know.
And then they did 2 seasons with girls 5'7" and under.
Mm.
And that was like a dynamic shift
Yeah.
in the modeling world from what
It
they were
was.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
When I was younger and I
Tyra
tried to
Banks-
model, they always said I was too short.
Yeah,
That was the
yep.
only reason.
Yep, there were only 2
and
seasons
I
with
stopped. And I was
models
just like,
and
fuck
short
it.
girls.
They always said
Yeah.
I was too short. I could do commercial, but I could never
Yep.
do runway. And I didn't want to be a commercial model. Like my mom was trying to get me in some, you know what I'm saying, some.
Oh, and funny
some
fact,
Vogue shit
all
or
of the
something.
Instagram made
plus
it to
size
where it
women,
doesn't-
they are actually making it. Like they doing better than the people that actually won the
Because
contest.
niggas
Yeah.
like curves.
Yeah,
It's
so-
the
like
time we
Takara,
like curves,
Yeah.
We like ass
the
and
one white
titties.
chick that won. Yep, all
Like
of-
you
all-
caught
How
up
y'all
to
feel about
us.
Winnie Harlow?
We've been on this shit.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we always
We've been on the thickness
we
like
al-
for
yeah,
decades.
And plus size models
White people
don't
just
be
caught
plus
up.
size, bro.
Yeah.
Like
They like the buttocks.
they don't really be no real plus size women, bro. We know fine ass.
Have y'all
plus
seen
size-
Victoria's Secret's new plus size model? That bitch is a size 9.
yeah, she is.
I haven't seen
No,
I didn't think so. Yeah,
No.
yeah. I was about to
I
say
don't know.
no.
the
like,
plus size models.
no.
They don't really be big like that.
But
like,
to them, but to white
That
people,
to them,
that's plus
that's
size.
huge.
Yeah.
Like I'm
like
serious.
a size 5
Yeah.
to a white person is thick.
If you're a
I'm
size
thick to a
2
white person,
really,
I'm little
Yeah.
as fuck. Yes,
and you're slim
I'm slim. I'm petite as hell. Like,
in the black community.
exactly. Like I'm
Yeah.
skinny. I'm bony.
Yeah.
It's really like that. White men love me.
But I'm sure. What do you like? A size 1 or 2 or something?
I work
like
a
that?
3.
Yeah.
Like a size- I'm like a 3'5".
So she's fat in high fashion, is what they would call.
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
okay,
like that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like yo, I'm
Yeah,
fat
they're
and
really
short.
strict in the
You're
modeling
as
world. they're
skinny
When
as
strict.
I
I-
was.
when
I'm
I
trying to go. Like
I'm for real. Like
I can't consider
like
nothing skinnier
120
than you.
pounds, and like
That's just
literally
their
they would want me
guidelines.
to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah. That's hey, man,
be a
that's
size
how it's
double
been.
zero, like,
that's
for
how it's always
real.
been. The modeling agency, like that's how
The
it's
thinner
always
the better.
been.
It's
Yeah.
like that with dance too. Like when I used to dance, like you better be fucking.
Like, black
100. If
people
you
ain't running that
102
shit.
pounds, bitch, you gonna throw up.
Black people haven't been running
You
this
better
industry.
be fucking pencil thin. Ballerinas, they don't play that shit.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
you're,
It's pretty funny though, because Tom Hardy was actually short too. He's really short, and he played Bane.
He was whack as fuck.
Oh,
too.
I'll go even further.
What?
You didn't like
What?
Bane?
Bane was trash, bro.
Oh, you didn't like Bane?
I was molded by it.
He was the only thing I liked about the movie, really.
First of all,
But-
Bane
As
doesn't
in-
Even the documentary.
Bane is not even.
You
Hold on.
mold.
I was
Yeah.
molded by it.
Hold on, bro. Bane's
Yeah, I like
not
the
even
way he
supposed to
talks.
fucking talk. That's number one.
Oh, he didn't?
Like the Bane in the cartoons, this nigga didn't talk. He just smashed shit.
That is true. In the cartoons.
I thought- oh,
yes.
okay. I
In
heard
the
in the
comic
comic,
books,
I
he,
heard he
in
was
the
smart
comic
or
books, he
something.
actually did speak though.
But was he
What
a
lot of
fucking
people don't
mad
realize.
scientist genius either?
That's what I heard. in
He
the
wasn't a
comics.
mad scientist genius.
No,
In
not
the,
a mad scientist, but I heard
yeah.
that he was like really tactical and really
Yeah,
smart.
he was supposed to be like an
A smart
ex-army
left
person or whatever, and he
That makes
kind of
more
like
sense.
walked into an experiment, and that's how he
Yeah.
became Bane, like super
I
strong.
hated,
Something like that.
I hated Bane in the new movie.
Dark Knight Rises.
I hated his
Oh,
voice.
you did. Oh, okay.
That
His
shit was
voice.
ugly.
Okay, I mean, I can understand. Like,
It was like, what am I watching right now,
yeah,
bro?
yeah. But
Oh, that was so weird.
they had to overdub his voice too, because I remember the first clip that ever came out where the airplane scene.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like I heard like the real one. He was like, "That's because you're and they said like everybody was complaining like I can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah.
So they had to go back and redub his
Yeah,
voice,
they
and
dubbed
that's
his
why his
voice.
voice sounds so. Actually, my friend said he sounds like he's on a PA system everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah,
You know, because his voice over like
Yeah.
you know it's,
it's
like
it's
really
it's
loud.
Too, yeah, it's like
on a
too much
speaker.
for when
Yeah.
like even when they're having conversation.
Yeah.
You can tell his voice is higher than a lot of other
Yeah.
people.
The Juggernaut has the best voice ever.
The joke, huh?
The Juggernaut.
Oh, the
my
Juggernaut. Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
my
the
guy.
Juggernaut.
I
yeah.
fucking love him.
Yeah.
I did like the Juggernaut.
I love him so
Yeah,
much.
he did absolutely nothing.
He did nothing. And I just he was big as hell. Like nigga, like fuck him. I didn't
Yeah.
through this
Oh no,
fucking
he
wall.
Juggernaut of shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was knocking walls down. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's it.
But going back to the Pattinson thing and then the Bane thing and all that stuff.
He was knocking walls down.
Remember, 2007, Warner Brothers casts the lead of A Knight's Tale and Brokeback Mountain as the Joker. And everybody went, what the fuck?
But see, I actually knew Heath
And we
Ledger. Was
had-
And
Heath
then
Ledger's
what
a-
happened?
But see, he's a method actor.
He was a method actor,
What?
though.
Exactly.
That's-
But
a lot of people
guess
didn't
what?
know that.
Guess who's becoming one? Guess who has been one for 10 years now? Has anybody here kept up with what Pattinson has been doing after Twilight?
Yeah.
I don't know this
Yeah.
nigga's. I don't even know
Actually,
who
Have
he
you
is.
seen his performances in the indie movies
Yeah,
he's been doing?
He
I actually
did this
haven't.
last movie. I think he was like an astronaut or something like that. That was a really
Yeah,
good film.
astronaut.
I like that.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson is a great actor.
He's
Do not
turned
get
around
me
his
wrong.
whole career
I
and
just
become
don't
like
think
one of
him
those
being a
actors that
superhero
like gets
is, like,
lost
his
on a
thing.
role. So that's
Yeah, I don't
why
see him
I'm
being
not
a-
hesitant. I'm like, okay, if he
know.
passed the audition to be Batman, they must have seen something we haven't seen yet. So that's why I'm like,
Honestly,
okay.
I'm just glad that I have
point.
no idea who we're talking about. I'm going in with a clean
Oh yeah,
slate.
you can
anyway.
like
cool,
look up
yeah.
the
yeah. I'm going in with a clean slate.
You know what?
either
You're
way-
right, because I was really sketched out about Ben Affleck playing Batman.
Nah, never.
Yeah.
But
I wanted
he-
more.
Yeah,
I wanted so much more.
Yeah, I mean,
he did okay,
he was
though.
good. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
But the only thing with him, for some reason, and maybe this might be the problem with Twilight anyway. Like, if he doesn't get lost too much in the road, the same thing might happen. But with Ben Affleck, I couldn't stop seeing him as Ben Affleck. Like, to me, like I could,
Yeah.
like
Me
with
too.
Christian Bale, all I knew him from was like American Psycho. So I was like, oh, American Psycho as Batman, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Right.
And Shaft.
And, oh yeah, and
True,
Shaft.
true.
Oh
He
shit, he
was
was
a
in
racist
Shaft.
dude.
Let's not forget.
Let's not forget he killed that black
He
boy.
was a
Damn.
racist ass
Yeah.
motherfucker, bro.
Damn, I
That
forgot
was
about
a
that.
movie.
That was
a-
one of
that
the-
was a movie.
that
They're
was-
remaking Shaft too.
That's
Oh,
one
yeah,
of the
yeah.
most.
They're coming out with another
It
Shaft.
does not look good.
Nah, it looks.
No.
Looks like a
terrible.
comedy
It looks
version of
terrible.
the-
It looks like a comedy version. And
Bro,
Shaft is
Sam,
not a comedy.
Sam Jack is probably like my top 2 favorite actor. He do not.
But
disappoint
Oh
me.
no,
we all
with,
agree
like,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't
But
think
have
he
you
gonna
seen the
do-
trailer though?
No,
Yeah, the
actually,
trailer's
Yeah, it's
trash.
a
It ain't-
comedy.
it ain't
It's a
like
comedy.
that.
It's not. I'm gonna have to
It's
watch it.
not.
I don't. Okay, so
Like,
I don't
it's-
watch trailers because I like to just be. Just
Oh.
go.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
just
I
like
don't-
to go?
I
That's
just
fresh.
like to go. Like if the movie's out and I feel like I'm going to
Do you
see
like?
it, I'm going to see it.
Do you like watching trailers at in the movie theater though?
Yes, I always.
Yeah,
look,
I like
watch,
those.
I'll do that. Like that's
That's
like the
dope.
most
No,
I'll
no,
do.
that's
like,
dope.
Just
That
is a
because,
good concept.
like with fucking Suicide Squad, Avengers, I watched no
That's
trailers.
cool.
I just like to go in.
Because then,
like,
damn, that
just
then that's
wanna go.
is
It just
100%
ruined it.
fresh.
Because for
When
me,
you-
like if I watch the trailer, I know everything is about to fucking happen.
Well,
True.
these days, because in trailers, like
You know,
a lot
they
of
tell
they'll tell
everything.
you this whole
That's
story
why I
in
don't
2
watch
minutes.
them.
Yeah, a bad trailer will give you too
bad
much.
I watch
trailer,
trailers
yeah.
for
Yeah.
horror movies only.
Oh,
Just
'cause
because
they
I
hold
hate
back.
wasting my money on horror. I love horror movies. It's like my favorite genre. I
Yeah.
hate wasting my
Yeah.
movie on horror movies. Like the new Annabelle, fire. It's about to be fire.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That shit
I haven't
I
seen
just
it.
want to say, like, out of all the Batman that we've had,
Yeah.
I do not think Robert Pattinson fits the mold.
Who's the best
Okay.
Batman?
The
Oh,
one,
since
the,
we're here.
the
I mean,
nigga from Shaft.
Oh,
Christian
Christian
Bale?
Bale.
Hell yeah, bro, I
I'm-
loved it.
I-
bro.
There's different factors. You
Yeah,
know,
that
there's
was
different
what I was
factors.
saying.
Are we,
has-
are we
yeah.
here? Who's your favorite?
Cause no, really, like, cause Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton had great Batman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were super underrated, and a
Their
lot of
voices
people.
were
I
really
like
good.
it.
Like
Yeah, I like
Keaton's
the old
voice-
ones too.
Yeah,
I do
Keaton's
like the
voice-
old
Yeah.
ones.
I will
Yeah.
say that a lot of people sleep on George Clooney's
I was
Batman.
about to say that as
A
well.
lot of people.
I
sleep
like
on
his
George Clooney's
role.
Batman, and I think that's only because
I think when I was a kid,
I think
But-
it was the
really
cartoonish
I think Michael
factor
Keaton.
of
I
it.
think
'Cause
Michael
remember,
Keaton is my favorite Batman.
because Arnold
my-
Schwarzenegger
oh, my
was like
easily.
Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
and everything.
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
So it kind of took away from it, and it wasn't
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the greatest of movies anyway.
I
So-
did. I do enjoy it still.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
I love
I
that
love
movie.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
for
wanted-
I
sentimental
want to be
reasons,
Poison
I'll watch
Ivy
it,
for
yeah.
like Halloween or something.
I wanna
She
be
was
Poison
fine.
Ivy.
Oh, I love me some Uma Thurman. Stop playing her.
Yeah.
She's like the beautiful,
She
most
was great.
ugly
She was
woman
good.
ever.
She was good. She
Yeah.
was a good.
She was a
Poison
perfect
Ivy.
casting.
She's like
She
ugly
doesn't
beautiful.
look. She doesn't look that good to me. But
She's
I-
ugly beautiful. Like
Yeah,
she's
but
ugly,
she-
but like that bitch
Hey,
is beautiful.
you sound like
Her
Quentin
s-
Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino has a crush on her. Like just like he's like
Her
she
sex
is not
appeal.
cute, but I would smash.
Yes.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Like
Her
Mia
sex
Wallace,
appeal.
bitch.
Mia
I'm
Wallace.
fucking
Who
you.
was that?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
ever seen
and
Pulp
Pulp
Fiction?
Fiction.
Yeah, but which one?
She's Mia
The main
Wallace,
character.
nigga.
She's
main
the character.
Yeah, the main character.
Uma
That's the
Thurman.
name of her character in the movie. Yeah.
Uma Thurman
Mia
plays Mia
Wallace.
Wallace with the black
Yes.
wig, the white shirt, black skirt.
Okay,
Yeah, that's the-
I
Pulp Fiction.
hate that scene.
Really?
Wait,
Was
what's
she,
she-
was she like overdoses?
I hate all that stuff.
What,
You don't
I
Pulp
like
hate-
Pulp
Fiction?
Fiction?
No, I like Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
I like everything in Pulp Fiction outside of John Travolta and her scene. It's just
The rape scene was okay with you?
it was interesting.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh, you mean the dungeon scene?
What is
Yeah,
going
the dungeon scene.
It was interesting. That nigga was action fucking packed.
The gimp. The gimp.
He was fucking Holiday Heart. That shit is too much.
Bruh, he was getting
Bro,
raped.
that
That,
shit was-
nigga
That
fucked
was so
him
crazy
up.
when he opened the door and you
It
see
was wild.
Oh,
It was wild.
But this is the
Bro.
thing though. But this is the thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that because Pulp Fiction, like, out of all the little storylines that was in Pulp Fiction, that was the most boring storyline to
Okay.
me.
I'll agree
Okay.
with that.
All right.
That was the
that's
most boring. So like, I
Yeah.
enjoy the whole movie. I can skip that part every time.
Okay. Yeah. That's
But
fine.
everything
it's dialogue
else-
heavy. It's very dialogue.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
just talky.
I
And,
like
the,
the
and the
dialogue.
dialogue
I do,
wasn't
yeah.
as interesting to me. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but besides that, I
I
love
love
the movie.
backstories. Like if you're gonna talk and like and I get a more feel of how the character is, I like shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was one of those puzzle movies too, where it was kind of
Yeah,
like,
I
okay,
feel like
this
you
happened
have to
first,
watch
and
everything
this-
So does everybody here
Just-
like Quentin Tarantino movies?
I love Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino. He's
Yes,
my favorite
sir.
producer. He is obsessed with niggers and rape. I don't
Yeah.
understand why.
So is Scorsese.
But
So
I
is
really
Scorsese.
fucking love him.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese too, with Goodfellas. And,
Scorsese,
yeah, a lot of
yeah.
N-bombs.
I love
in those
Robert
too.
Rodriguez.
Yep.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez. He's the Mexican Quentin Tarantino, really.
I bet some of the people listening to this are so sick of me saying, "Who is that?"
Oh, really? Oh.
I don't know.
You need to get up
anybody's-
on your pop
You ever
culture.
seen
I don't know
Planet
any-
Terror or Death Proof?
I seen Death Proof.
Oh.
Okay,
Desperado.
So
Yeah.
those are
Desperado.
those two movies that coincide.
Desperado. That was Antonio Banderas.
Banderas. That was his. That
yeah,
was
that's
his.
Robert Rodriguez.
Try to shoot me in the back, eh?
One of my fucking favorite. Boy, that
Yeah.
fucking guitar.
Yeah. Or the guns that came out of his sleeves. Like,
Oh my god. Bro.
Antonio
Yeah.
Banderas is that him and Benicio del Toro are those niggas.
No,
Never forget
I've
he
always-
plays Zorro.
oh,
Period.
that is,
That is
one of the
true.
most underrated.
Yes, I love
Never-
that movie.
never
Oh,
franchise
everybody
plays
should like
Zorro.
Zorro. I grew up
I
on
love
that
it.
shit. I fucking love Zorro.
Especially
Zorro
like
was
the
lit.
first one.
I grew up
That
on
is
the
a
old
great-
Zorro.
Yeah, the
I
first
grew up
one
on the
was
old Zorro too.
Yeah.
I
oh,
was
and the old
Antonio
Zorro too.
Banderas.
No,
Yeah.
like
Zorro.
the because remember on TV Land and shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
no,
the black
not
and
on-
white.
Not on TV Land. Nick at Night. I think.
Nick, yeah, one
Yeah.
of those.
One of those though. They used
The
to
black
I used
and
to-
white one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to watch.
I
that
didn't like
shit.
the black and white one. Only black and
really?
white show I watched was I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
I
a
love
huge I
Lucy.
Love Lucy fan.
What?
The Three
Nah, I
Stooges.
wasn't.
like
I
them
love.
too.
I do like the Three Stooges. I actually have like a giant poster of them. I did like them too. I Dream of Jeannie. That was my shit.
Yeah,
too.
that was my grandma's.
I
stuff.
Dream of Jeannie was good.
I
yeah,
love that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
The
grandma made
Partridge
y'all watch them
Family.
Wicked.
I hated the Partridge Family.
I
don't-
love
I
the
didn't watch
Partridge
that. I
Family.
hated
watch
it.
that, man.
I got into the Brady Bunch for a little.
I
spot.
love
got
the
into
Brady
that, too.
Bunch.
I
I
love
got
the
into-
movies, which are underrated comedies too.
Yes.
But, the movies, it's so meta.
I don't think I've ever
watching
seen
it
the
as an
movies.
adult. Oh, you didn't see the movies?
I don't think so.
The
Watching
early
it as an
2000s
adult.
one was like the funniest one to me.
I
Yeah.
might have, but I don't remember.
Watching it as an adult, there was just so many jokes I didn't catch
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
child.
How
I
much
was-
money you think they was getting?
Wait, which ones?
Actually, it doesn't even equate to now.
The Brady Bunch
Who
movies.
cares?
or-
They're probably getting $100,000 a year, and that was $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Like
Back
so-
then, that was a lot of money.
yeah, like $100,000
In
a
the
year.
70s,
Like, yeah, like
you're
so.
getting paid
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah.
well.
they weren't playing in mills
Yeah.
yet.
Batman, real quick, I would say that I think it's two things. Like I love Keaton. I would say maybe he's my favorite Batman, but at the same time, what's fucking me up is what they did with Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. I love his motivation in
Facts.
those
Yeah.
movies. You know, like
It wasn't his parents.
his
anymore.
rule of not
It
killing.
switched, yeah.
It just made the dynamic between him and Joker more stressful because
Yeah.
the Joker is willing to kill
Mm-hmm.
and you can't kill him because that's your rule. But if you kill people, then the Joker wins because he proves you prove his point.
He proved his
Yeah.
point.
So I love the whole, but then saving him at the very end, that was like, even though you saved the Joker's life, I win because you didn't get me to stoop to your level.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, damn,
That's why Batman's my favorite.
I
And
will say
again, he
Christian Bale's
doesn't have
good.
Christian
superpowers.
Bale, yeah.
Like
It's
he's
just
just a
the
regular
voice.
nigga with some money and
Oh
gadgets.
yeah, that's true.
That
He's
is
been a
fire as fuck to me.
superhero.
That is fire as hell
He's
to
a
me. Like,
ninja.
bro, like there's nothing
Yo,
you can
never
say.
forget when he was mad at his girl. He took out the whole theater company that was supposed to be there for the ballet
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And took him on his yacht.
And
was
Harvey Dent.
like,
Yeah,
it
he
was
was
like,
dating
no,
Harvey
y'all
Dent.
can't,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
can't go watch him now. I took him on my yacht.
He's petty. He's a petty guy. For sure.
swag through the roof.
Swag
Yeah.
the fucking rude.
Yeah, so,
I aspire to be Bruce Wayne.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
In
love
real
me some
life.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Also,
Real.
real shit.
Real
I got
shit.
a bar about Bruce Wayne. Like,
oh,
Swear to God that you would think I'm Bruce Wayne. Kick, rap, fight, crime, wine, dine, these women, and these are just the habits of a E CEO.
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, bro. I fuck with Bruce Wayne, bro.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
Batman. I don't know how like people that choose
Even
Superman
if-
over Batman to just baffle me. Like
Yeah, man.
cause
my man has
Kent-
kryptonite in his belt.
bro. Not only
Yeah.
that, bro. Clark Kent had no swag, bro.
Yeah.
Clark,
Fucking Poindexter
Clark
ass
Kent was a
glasses.
Farm boy,
He
man.
Yeah,
he
he's
had,
a farm boy.
Farm boy.
he had no
alien.
swag, bro.
But
Like,
he's a farm boy. What do you expect?
Pressed
Yeah.
over lowest.
If I had two farm parents, how much swag do you expect me to have?
Hey, you want to see if my
I don't
pig?
know. There's some. We in the South. I know some pretty cool farmers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know some pretty.
they out here buying off
shout out,
whites.
shout out, shout out in Zebulon. Shout out to the
They don't want to do that big bonfire.
my homeboy Brandon
niggas.
J. My homeboy Brandon J. His sister married one of the brothers, Tony.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Y'all know who y'all are, bro. I can't remember.
You know who
but
you
it's
are.
it's a huge black Zebulon family.
Yeah.
Damn, and I cannot remember their name. They throw one of the wildest bonfires
It's the-
every
yeah,
single
no,
year.
no, I seen-
What is their
Okay.
fucking
I don't know their
name?
name.
What is
No
their
idea.
last name? Bro, they are legendary in Zebulon.
Yeah.
And like my homeboy Brandon,
Yeah,
his
Brandon.
sister is married into the family.
Oh, okay.
And so I met one of the main sons like through him or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I know some swagged out.
I
know
will
some
say this,
swagged
though.
out cowboys and farmers.
I will say this though. I still feel like they haven't gotten Superman 100% right on screen yet, with the
Yeah.
exception of like Christopher Reeve, because I mean that's just the OG. You know, it's like
Yeah, that's true.
he started this whole shit.
What
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
Superman better? What would
Better?
make Superman better on screen?
Swag,
Let me see.
swag,
Depth.
So, oh, you were saying swag.
swag.
He has no depth.
Because in my opinion, I think that they haven't figured out the right origin story to truly like tell necessarily.
Yeah.
Well, how many? First of all, we're talking about a superhero. There should only be one origin story, right?
Correct, but
I don't
then
know if I want them
but
to
you
do
can
it again.
but you can tell it in multitude of ways because Superman only has one real start, but they don't know who his first real enemy ever.
Maybe they should try to do it like Spider-Verse. Do some shit like that.
Get a little crazy with it. or
Maybe.
something?
Yeah.
Maybe bring some.
I
new
still
life
haven't
into
seen
it.
Spider Verse, and everybody that I
Yeah, they're making a
Please
two
watch.
of that.
Yeah, man.
everybody that's watched it, they say, "Yo, that's the best movie I've
That's
ever
the
seen."
best fucking
Yeah, a lot of
Spider-Man
people are saying
movie
that, yeah.
ever.
I don't know, man. Spider-Man 3 was really fire. to
Spider-Man
me.
3 was really fire.
Spider-Man 3.
I love me some Tyler. I love
Two
Tobey
was
Maguire. I was
great.
actually kind of pissed when they.
Are we
didn't
talking about
recast
home?
him.
Are we talking about Homecoming?
Was that home?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, no,
Wait,
no,
what's
no,
three?
no.
What's
I'm
the
talking-
best
I'm
I'm talking about what what's his
Venom.
name? Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
Spider-Man
his last
3
one. Right?
was
Yes.
the best.
To me. To
Oh,
me.
hell
okay.
no.
I can only say that to me.
The Venom was.
Wait,
not-
which one
was
was
the
3?
only-
Was that the one? That was the one with the Sandman.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sandman and Venom.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was alright.
I do like that one a lot.
Oh, my
That
favorite
was
one
the
out of
second
the Toby one was the second one
The
with
second
fucking
was-
Doc Ock.
I didn't.
Yes!
Those
Now hold on. Now wait.
Savage.
Now wait. The reason I didn't like that is because I did not like the whole. I'm a doctor. I'm better than everybody. It was.
I liked it. It was accurate as
Doc
hell.
Ock had like
Doc
a
Ock.
poppers attitude, but not a villain attitude. You
Well, he
get
was a
what I
nice.
mean?
Well,
But
they
see,
portrayed him as a nice
That's why I
dude
like the
going
Spider-Verse
turning
because
bad.
Doc Ock was a woman, wasn't it, on Spider-Verse?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She played a
was.
woman.
Yep.
It wasn't a man. I really liked
Was that his daughter?
No, I think she just
Oh,
like,
or
worked
it-
at
it
the
was
lab
just a
or something.
reimagining?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That shit was
Okay.
fire. I like that shit.
Yeah, I
they
was
had a lot
confused.
of
I
like
wasn't sure.
female, like there was like female Spider-Mans. I really fucked with that.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, it's actually a comic book. Like that's a whole
Yeah.
comic book. Of,
I will
female
say this though.
Spider-Man.
Go back to your Superman question. Because I always compare Superman to Captain America, you know, because they're basically the same archetype. They're the Boy Scout, you know,
Right.
And they always had the same, you know, get the same criticism.
Yep.
But to me, what Marvel did with Captain America is what I feel they should do with Superman, which
I
is this
agree.
basically. Because Man of Steel, my problem with Man of Steel is they made Superman as dark as the world. You know, they made him, you know, sort of pessimistic as the world. So it was hard for me to root for him. Whereas what they did with Captain America is they kept him the Boy Scout he is, but they made the world around him dark and pessimistic. So it made you he had to strive to be the light in the darkness, essentially.
Okay.
So it made him more of a hero.
Yeah.
So I feel like they would have to do that with Superman basically today. Just make the world around him dark, but still make him hopeful and optimistic.
Yeah, if they gave him like a first Avengers type of feel, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, something like that.
I did like because I didn't really care for like that first Captain America movie.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about it.
Oh,
Either,
that was
I watched it,
that
I was
was
like,
the greatest origin story of a comic book.
Revisited
I like it, but I
ever.
didn't know if I liked Captain America.
Yeah.
You know what
Even
I'm saying?
Winter
Like,
Soldier was fine. I'm like,
didn't know
yo,
if I
Cap
liked
was
it.
like that dude.
And then I was like, then the second one came out, I was like, oh, okay.
That's what. Yeah. That's
Okay.
what, I was like,
Okay, I fuck with
Yeah,
him.
the first Captain America was so backstory, it was killer.
Yo,
But
Yeah,
it was,
like, that's something I did not like
it was quintessential to the whole
necessary.
story
It
of
was
the
necessary,
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not you go crazy over.
Yeah.
But now when I revisit it,
You can
I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it because
Yeah.
especially there was so much Easter eggs I didn't catch. But Winter Soldier, when I was watching that in the theater and that whole boat scene happened where he was taking
Oh.
everybody out, I was like,
The super kick.
okay,
Jesus.
okay, yeah. And just how that whole
fucking
movie's
kick,
designed,
bro.
man.
Oh my god.
It looked like it hurt.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Captain America, they've been going in on them fucking memes where his hand is like this.
Oh
with
my
the
God,
nails
they've
in
been
the
killing
wig.
it.
They've been
Yo,
frying my man.
They
You haven't seen
have
it?
been killing
They
it.
have
Bruh,
been
they've
frying.
been-
So
they've
he
been-
always has his hands like this, or he's doing a lot like this.
I
with
feel
his
so
hands.
bad. I feel
So they put fake nails on them
In a
put-
wig.
they
And
put
then they
women's
put City Girls, red last bitch. And then they did like
Yo!
a flippogram
No
of like
way.
all the pictures. Oh
They
my
city
God.
girled them. I'm dead.
Yes, he was like real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. And he just got like different hairstyles,
But it
different
was
color
him
nails.
just doing this
It's him,
like
yeah.
randomly.
He's like
It's
this.
him they'll just catch a still moment of him
Yeah.
and they'll put some fake nails and a weave on him.
Dog, that shit is hilarious. But you know they did that to Big Sean a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Sitting in
the
a chair like
hair
this.
thing when he was on 106 in Park.
He
I
was
remember
killing
that.
that. It was killing that shit. That he is by far the best. Like,
Looking like
bro.
somebody auntie.
You're not famous unless you've been made into a meme.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Speaking of famous memes, shout out to fucking SpongeBob. That nigga had like a 5-year streak on
Oh
memes.
yeah, that's
wait,
true.
For real.
You guys heard they're coming out with a new SpongeBob show, and it's actually supposed to tell the story of a younger SpongeBob.
I'm with it. I love SpongeBob. I would literally.
kid or something?
If you like SpongeBob, you have automatically like a 50% more chance of getting some ass from me.
Oh shit!
If I make a
hear that,
SpongeBob
fellas?
joke reference and you get
SOS,
it, nigga,
guys.
like you're on your way. Like that.
just
I
know
love I remember I've watched SpongeBob since the first fucking episode.
Now you know what's
all
so
the new
crazy?
episodes, like I do not play. I'm damn near 30.
You better be
and
careful
I
what you
still
say.
watch
These
it.
niggas gonna be sliding in your DMs talking about.
They don't really like it, right?
All right,
Look.
Aisha Curry. All
And
right,
they
Aisha Curry.
Now, if you a bubble blower, don't come in my shit.
And
If
they
you
gonna-
and Winnie
and
how
Hunt
would you know?
Jr., the only niggas from the Salty Spittoon can come over here. Period.
You're gonna have to test them.
They gonna
be like, what
they
happened
gonna be
in
like
episode
they gonna be
3
they
of-
gonna
Exactly.
be dead ass. They on Wednesday when we drop this, they gonna be in your DM talking about
Jesus
Hey yo, they gonna
want
be
a
like,
Krusty
hey yo,
Krab
you.
piece?
They be like, hey yo,
Oh,
do you
shit.
remember this episode?
Krusty Krab.
Yeah, they're gonna watch that
I
episode.
love
Patty's
SpongeBob. Yo, for real, I love SpongeBob.
How come?
This SpongeBob is great.
R.I.P. Steve Hillenberg.
Yeah, the creator.
Yeah,
Oh, he
R.I.P.
passed
him.
away.
Yeah,
that
passed
did
away from
happen.
Yeah, rest in
ALS.
peace, man.
ALS, yeah.
Yeah, which scares me.
His
But
wife
yeah.
was actually Karen.
Somebody just texted
Plankton's
me.
wife.
Somebody just
yeah.
texted me and said, I've never seen rain this consistent in my life.
Really? Oh, where are they?
I told you
they're not
it's
from the
pouring
north.
on
They're
my
not from
side.
the
They're in Holly,
I
they're in
was
Holly
so
Springs.
See,
concerned that
man.
the sky looked like fucking death over here, and it wasn't
Yeah.
raining.
It looked like
It's
about to get
pouring on
crazy.
It's flooded on like
Yeah.
4 different roads
over
by my
here.
house.
Over here is like
The bridge,
nice.
the fucking bridge,
Yeah, it's
bro.
been raining further north.
Like, nigga, what is going on?
Over here is
Raleigh,
nice.
baby.
Yeah, but over here is nice. I mean, like it's quiet as
It
shit.
is pleasant in Garner.
That's
right
why,
now.
I hate Garner. It is just like, wow,
I
it's
can't
beautiful
relate.
over here.
Can we finally move into this, please? Because I really want to talk
What?
about this.
Sure.
I really want to talk about how Drake is about to become the most annoying person in
I do not.
2019.
The most annoying
Let's
person.
just talk about the new
Yo.
song, Chris and Drake.
Yeah, I'd rather talk. I haven't heard it though.
It's actually kind of nice.
They said
yeah.
it's song of the summer though.
It's straight. I like it.
Yeah,
But
I've
every
only
ti-
listened to it once.
But every time somebody, no, fuck that. Let's not talk about. No. Well, there's only one person in music we need to be talking about that right now, and that's my nigga T Raw, bro. I always believed in you, my
T-Raw,
nigga.
woo.
My nigga Tyga dropped the album, and in
Oh.
24
Yo, it went
hours,
gold.
went.
24 hours sold 500,000, bro.
But I will say this: do y'all not remember Soulja Boy's interview? He was like, "Tyga's about to have the best comeback of 2019." I
Tyga's
did
been-
not believe that shit. I did not believe. First
I
of all,
did.
Only
I always
song,
had-
only
I
song
always
I
had
like by
faith in
Tyga, like I really like is "Make It Hard for You." Hard for You. I love that shit.
Can
That's
we
my
have a Tyga
jam.
appreciation? Because y'all are
But-
sleeping on how
Make It
powerful
Nasty is my
Tyga has two
Tyga
hits.
got
No,
hits.
no.
different
Fuck his hits.
Tyga
Fuck-
does have hits.
Fuck his hits. Tyga's been winning inside and outside of music. I will run the rap sheet down right now.
He has
Run it
bars.
down,
Let's hear
'cause
it.
I
I
ain't
will
know.
run it down. Let's talk about how Tyga put on 2 women, not just one, 2.
Okay.
Black China was number 1.
Yep.
Kylie Jenner number 2, because
Okay.
Kylie would be nothing to where she's at without that Tyga stimulus
True,
package.
true.
Let's
Okay.
keep it all in perspective. So he's made a billionaire and he's made a multimillionaire. Black China was gonna get it regardless. Now I don't want to take anything
Intentionally,
away.
right?
Yeah.
Intentionally, he was back there
Okay.
like,
I think
nah,
he
baby,
was more
we're-
intentional with Black China than Kendrick.
I
He was
think
really trying to
no,
get
no,
her
no, no,
about
no,
that
other way
environment.
around. I think no. Because Black China is gonna get it regardless.
She's a stripper,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's gonna get it
okay, yeah,
regardless.
I
He
forgot.
was way more intentional behind Kylie than Black
He
China.
was trying to mold her.
Yes, he molded her, bro. He redshirted her before she was legal, bro. Like, let's keep this in perspective. He knew what she was gonna be, bro. He was getting her ready for 18, and then boom, bro, billionaire. But let's keep this in perspective. Okay, not only did Tyga do that, Tyga had hits. Let's not act like Tyga didn't have. Rack City did numbers.
Are you a fan of Tyga?
I don't even like his. I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't think
I
rapping
got a
wise.
homie that actually is a fan of Tyga. Like,
Rapping wise,
He really
Tyga,
likes
I could care less. But he makes great music.
I was
Yeah.
a fan
Bars,
when Rack City
bars
came
are
out.
not the hardest to me, but he knows how to put it together.
Yeah.
He knows how to put it together. Okay, him and Kidding, you remember like they can put songs together, but their lyrics be kind of weak.
yeah.
They're the same, but I would take a Tyga album way before I take a Kid Ink album because Kid Ink's albums, his lyrics
I
are way
didn't
too weak.
listen to him like that.
But he was able to put a couple songs together though. Remember he joint he had with Dej Loaf or whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
outside of
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Last King's the brand. Poppin'.
You're right.
Poppin'.
Everyone was screaming Last Kings back in.
People who didn't like Last Kings were wearing Last Kings.
That is true.
Okay, that's another thing. Let's talk about how he was the first to go up against the Young Money Machine and get away from the Young Money Machine.
Yeah.
He was
He
the
was.
first.
Yep.
Don't sleep
didn't
on
think
T
about
Raw.
that.
He lost his hairline and got that bitch back.
And then came out
It's
with
fake?
cornrows.
Oh.
Bro, that nigga had a silky.
Bro,
he
you
had
see
a,
this
he
nigga-
had a blowout. That bitch was silky
this
as
nigga's
fuck.
hair is flawless, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold
Flawless.
you. He got some
This
good ass
nigga,
fucking
I
when
hair.
can't
Tyga
stand,
came
bro.
into the game at like 16, he had one of them struggle hairlines like I had.
Yeah, it was a
me and
super- it was
Tyga,
a super
me and
struggle
Tyga
hairline.
never had hairlines. Like, so like even as children,
men with struggling
when it was
hairlines.
supposed to be in our prime, it was back here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro, this nigga got his shit.
His shit like right to here now.
He got that.
What? He has long hair?
Yeah.
Bruh, he got Cat Williams in his prime, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
bro. Like that nigga's hair
He been
flawless.
taking care of it.
So
Oh,
he's
shit.
beat the hairline, bro. Okay. All right.
That's a
What
war
else has
that's
he
been
done?
going.
So we're talking 2 super famous women and a successful ass clothing brand going against a Young Money Machine and Birdman, which we all know Lil Wayne had. He won, bro. He
Yeah,
got away.
he just
he got
won.
away.
He paid his way out of his so he got away from that. I don't know who he signed to right now, but I know his money is crazy right now. Okay, because he's not with Young Money.
And hairline destroyer.
Yeah, hairline destroyer. Rack City was global hit.
Make It Nasty was fire too.
Then on top of Rack City, you remember he made a porno that did $1 million. He
I
got
did hear
he got
that.
$1
he
million.
had a porno.
A lot of people do not remember that.
I think I heard
That is a little known
Facts.
fact. A lot
think I
of
heard
people
that.
know
Facts.
he had a porno.
When
Yep.
Rack City became the smash that it was, a porn company gave him $1 million to do a porn, and the porn made millions of dollars.
This is
I
true.
had no idea.
Facts. He was like in B-roll and shit.
This is true.
He would just be like in and out. Like it was like Tyga's Playhouse. He'll pop in for a scene and leave, and they would like start fucking each other. Okay.
So he wasn't fucking.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't fucking, but he
Oh,
would
wow.
he would do like
He
the
managed
acting,
it,
the
yeah.
B-roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so Tyga has been winning. Okay, not only that. Okay, so during all this time he was with Kylie, bro. This nigga went to the Breakfast Club, bro. This nigga when he goes to the Breakfast Club, bro. He keep that shit real, bro.
Yeah.
He be like, I mean, you're saying that, bro. I've never had a car repo. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe this nigga's money has ever been short.
Yeah.
Never, bro.
Yeah, they were. I remember
That was
all.
all Kardashian and Jenner marketing. You know what I mean? Like Kylie's boyfriend car gets repoed. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was real.
I never believed he was broke for a fucking second. He been on, and let's also forget
What
another
about the Tiger?
another notch that
got
we could
the
put on
Tiger
his belt.
repoed.
Let's not forget who his fucking cousin is. Travis McCoy, one of the hardest niggas in the game.
Oh.
Travis McCoy from
Travis.
Gym Class
Yeah,
Heroes.
Gym Class Heroes.
He's
yeah.
actually doing really bad. He got a really bad wreck, and he's been on opiates
For
really
real?
hard. He looks like shit.
He
He
already
looks like a completely
he
different
already
person.
struggled with drug addiction.
It
but
actually
did,
made
yeah.
me like when I saw him. It actually made me cry. Like he's
Damn.
like probably like mind you, he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah,
he's a
probably
big
like
nigga.
no
Yeah.
bigger than like 140 pounds.
It's funny because OG Macko,
like,
he
his
got a
face is
fleshy
sunken in, like, he
disease
looks
now,
really
too.
bad.
he looks terrible. Yeah, I
Like,
saw
and
that.
I really like, and
too.
he's been trying to like fight it. I know he's trying to fight it for. I should follow him on Twitter or like I should follow his girlfriend on Twitter because she's an addict as well.
Yeah.
But they just, I
he's
know
an
he.
addict.
But shout out,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Look,
an
bro,
addict.
Travis McCoy, bro. We love you,
We
bro.
love you,
did-
Travis.
bro.
Like,
We
yeah,
love you,
man.
bro.
We'll always
We fuck
have a
with you.
We
place
love
in
you,
our
bro.
hearts.
I hope the best for
Yes.
you.
Cupid's
Make sure you get
chokehold
through this,
still
bro.
is motherfucking
You
plays.
played an
Facts.
important role in my bringing up, bro. Gym
when
Class
he
Yeah,
said
Heroes.
like for a black
2013,
dude to come
yeah.
on with some
All
rock
gym
shit,
class.
like
Yeah,
you
like
know I
smashing it.
love rock anyway.
Yeah, to
So
really
for a
bring
black
those two
man
worlds together,
to-
bro.
that was
You
like
did
He
it
was
one
like
of the
the
best.
second. They were like the second coming of NERD to me.
Yeah.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah,
like
the gym class.
you
They
are
were
one of,
younger in ERD.
yeah, you are the best at
The
what you
mashups
did it
with
for our
Fall Out Boy,
generation.
my God, like,
So yeah, Travis McCoy, please get
Yeah,
better,
I did
bro.
not
We
know that.
bro, we
Really
love
hope
you,
you do,
bro.
for real.
We
All right.
appreciate you.
So now, what else did Tyga have? So Tyga has had plenty of hits outside of that.
But let's just talk about the taste. Taste just dropped with Offset.
Taste,
that
that
shit
was last
fire.
year, but I can still go back. But let's forget about his old accomplishments. I already talked about his old accomplishments. Taste, nigga, when y'all hear that, okay, first of all, I knew Tyga was coming back, bro. Before Taste came out, this is what Tyga needs. I know when Tyga's in his bag. If Tyga is on Instagram in the middle of 100 light-skinned bad bitches that are thick, you know a hit's coming. That is his fucking prime, bro. Before Taste dropped, he was on Instagram posting videos, pictures of the video shoot and shit like that. Yeah. I said, oh my God, that's a hit. That's a hit. I know that's a
the
hit.
one right there.
That's the one. And when it dropped, it was a hit, of course.
It went 5 times platinum.
Easily. Now this album comes out.
That's crazy.
Mind you, he don't even have none of those hits from last year. He didn't even put none of them on this album. The song of the summer is on this album. Let's keep it all the way in perspective.
Yeah.
He's the song of the bro. He dropped the album, bro. Y'all be forgetting Tyga. Tyga dropped the album and did 500,000 in a fucking week, and nobody talked about it.
Facts. All of his
That's
solo
crazy.
singles he's like let out in 2018 have all at least went gold. And
Come
Taste went
on,
5
bro.
times.
Tyga does big boy numbers, bro.
That's crazy.
He's just
I never
he's just
thought
been
about that.
framed. He's just been framed as this corny dude that don't got no money, but he is
Yeah.
far from it. Like Tyga has always kept it real.
I have a newfound respect for him.
Yeah, like I always watch it because I fell into the mind state of thinking he was a corny dude too until I started watching his interviews, and I'm like, no, this nigga is smart. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Tyga dropped the album, did 500,000. Come on, bro. Nobody's talking about that, bro.
Yeah.
You did 500,000 sales in a
I think
day,
we're
bro?
talking about it now.
Twitter, no,
Oh, yeah.
Twitter,
Bruh.
no, Twitter is definitely on it. Twitter is
Yeah,
definitely talking
bro.
about
Like
it.
real niggas respect Tyga, bro. Like my boy sent me that, and it's so funny because like Tyga's just the artist that like my boy Richie, who's been on the podcast, he sent me the album at midnight. Like nigga, it's here.
Yeah.
I was like, say less. I said the song of the summer is on here. By the time the morning came, he said, "This is the song right here. This is it. This is it." I can't remember what it is. I have not listened to the album either. But I want to make sure I'm in the right mind.
Yeah, I was
state.
gonna ask you because I listened to the album. It's actually a nice album. It's
know it
It's a
is.
summer album. So
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
summer
what he
vibes.
does. Let's not forget about what he did with Chris Brown. That's an underrated album too, bro. Chris Brown and
Yes,
Tyga's album.
Yes, that is a
Fire.
fire album.
Why did I forget about that?
Fire.
The media has really been brainwashing me against this man.
Bruh.
Like,
Bruh.
I feel so bad right
That's
now.
Bro, when
why
he was
that's
I
why
used to
when
talk
him
so
and
much
Chris-
shit about Tyga.
That's
Bro,
I swear.
exactly. When he was with when he was with Kendall, the Kardashian machine. Think about how they do their men. They chew them up and spit them out.
Oh, yeah.
What was it
If-
called? Fan of a Fan. That's the name of that.
If you're not married, to a Kardashian, you get chewed up and spit out.
Yeah.
The
Even when you married, shit.
only real niggas survive, bro. And let's think
Yeah.
about the real niggas that have survived: French Montana and Tyga.
Yeah.
Yeah, French bought what's
Yeah,
the
that's
name
true.
of Jeep? And
Yo,
then left.
but I will that Kardashian shit is really a curse because when he was fucking with Khloe, bro, he did not have one fucking hit.
Is it 21 still? With
Yeah,
it?
that
French
is
Montana
true.
did not have no
That
hits.
is true. That is
James,
very true.
James Harden missed the fucking shot fucking with her.
Yeah,
That
he
nigga
missed
don't
the
miss.
playoffs.
No,
He
no,
missed
no,
the
no.
Nigga
playoffs
don't
fucking
miss.
with her. He did.
He
missed the
don't
playoffs
miss.
fucking
What
with
you
her.
mean he missed the playoffs? Are we talking like an
so
actual
his
basket?
No,
or
he
was
missed the
on
playoffs. So
vacation
his
somewhere?
team was actually like going to the playoffs, and they were once it got out that he was like quote unquote messing with her, he started playing really bad,
Really fucking
and he
bad.
missed the playoffs.
Oh,
Really,
shit.
he fumbled the bag.
Yep.
Chloe
Hold
is a
on, hold
fucking
on, wait.
toxic
I'm trying to get
bitch.
clarity on missed the playoffs. Are we saying he was not present, or he just fucked up and
He
didn't
fucked
perform?
up.
No, he played horrible
Okay,
after the
okay,
So
news
his
got
game
out.
was off?
Yeah, that's what they're talking
So
about.
basically, he was
I
trying to
thought
keep it like hush hush, and then when everybody found out, the nigga, the goddamn.
They
started
were
getting a little shaky.
33 games exactly away from the playoffs, and he was playing immaculate, like
But look,
amazing.
but that's him though. Like I said, I just said, bro. Only the real niggas survive the Kardashians. Bro.
21 is with one.
He
Right?
ain't, I mean, he ain't built like that. He ain't ready for it. Only the real nigga. Because even if honestly, I don't feel like French. I don't. Even though French didn't drop a hit, their little situation only lasted like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And that could have easily been during his.
I don't fuck with him because he cheated on Trina with her. How do you fuck up the baddest
we
bitch?
don't talk about that.
Yeah.
You cheated on the baddest bitch out of Miami for fucking Khloe fucking Kardashian.
Hold on, man. No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Never mind.
I mean,
Hold on, man.
Trina though.
Trina?
You gonna pick Khloe over Trina?
Not
AJ
me.
like-
Not
AJ
me.
like-
Actually,
AJ like Europeans.
not me.
Oh no,
Never.
I'm kind of with you on that
I would
one,
never
AJ.
pick no plastic over no natural ass.
Nah,
First of all,
I have a thing for
don't
Trina.
say I only like Europeans. I keep the same energy for anything that looks good.
I like
you know
Trina,
me.
This is true.
You know, if
I
you
love
look,
Khloe. Used to be
if
my
you look-
favorite. Like she really used to be my favorite, and she just.
You know what's
I don't
funny?
know what happened.
She looked better. She got more attractive.
She leveled
That's
up.
what happened.
I'm keeping real with you. Khloe
No, she
leveled
definitely
up.
looks better, but she just not. I don't like her personality no more.
And yeah, the ass might be. I mean,
ass looks horrible.
savage niggas like me.
Don't care.
I understand the ass and the thigh ratio
naturalism,
isn't really,
yeah.
but I'm not turning no pussy down either. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying? If Khloe said
The
she wants
pussy's still real.
Yeah, you're not turning no Kardashian.
if
pussy.
Khloe said she wants to fuck me right now,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what her ass to hip. Her
Ratio.
ass,
I mean, yeah, that's Khloe
her ass to
Kardashian.
thigh
Yeah.
ratio looks like. I'm gonna be real with you, and I understand that's where most people
But see,
hang
it was
up.
fucked up
Is.
because they were cool.
Yeah.
Who
Like
cares?
Trina
Yeah,
was
but
cool with
bitches do
them.
that to each other all the time,
You
though.
bang.
Like this is part of the game.
It's
You know what I'm
Hollywood.
saying?
It's Hollywood. Like,
Yeah,
come
and
on,
this is
man.
part of the game, bro. But like, let's keep it real. Only the real niggas survive, bro. Kanye married a Kardashian. His situation's different. They're not in to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not in to frame him.
He's
in
in the family.
He's behind the planning.
So
You
what
know
about
I'm saying?
21 Savage? Who's he dating?
He's not dating.
21
Oh,
Savage.
he's not dating.
They, I
He
think
was-
it was like
Oh,
speculation
no.
that he
He's
was
dating
dating.
Amber Rose. Never
Oh.
mind.
But she's not.
They all.
She's not.
together.
I know, right? But she's
Oh,
not
they
part of
Amber,
the.
Amber Rose is pregnant with her new nigga.
Oh,
She had a baby on the way.
Yeah,
can't
she has,
Very
she has a
pregnant.
baby on the way up.
Can I just talk about how it's disrespectful if I talk about Amber Rose and she got a whole nigga, right?
No.
I don't know.
Do
I
it.
fuck with Wiz too, so I'm not gonna talk about her.
Oh,
I
yeah,
fuck with
she
Wiz
is
too
with
much.
Wiz.
Yeah, don't
That's
do
right.
that.
Yeah, I fuck
Oh,
with
And
Wiz.
21
damn.
said you disrespect her, he pulling up with the dicks out.
That was when he was with her.
Yeah, I'm still
I fuck
probably
with
now.
21.
They're still cool. They
Yeah,
don't
of
talk
course.
much.
Oh.
He's not pulling up with no sticks out.
I
if
feel
it's
like
not
he
your
was
Over,
girl.
over some eggs. Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
you don't
think
do
so?
that. You don't do that over no. No,
Not over no eggs.
That
Not
nigga
over
British.
no-
Yeah.
No
You
sleep.
only do that if your ex is in danger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not even. Well, like unless
Not
you're like
over
in Wiz's
disrespect.
situation, like Wiz as a kid with her, I could see him pulling up with the strap.
Right.
Exactly. Don't let my, especially, yeah, I fuck with Wiz too much. I won't say nothing about Amber Rose. We'll talk about that offline.
Oh wait, so going back to real quick when you were saying like Tyga, the music video, light skinned bitches in the music video.
He loves them. He loves them.
No, what? No, but that's not an isolated incident. Like, why do most rappers use light skinned women in their music videos these days?
Don't do this, Shane. We're going down a dark. We're going
It's
down
colorism,
a dark
like, it's just
tunnel
Colorism,
right
because
now.
colorism
It's
is
just
real.
colorism. That's honestly why I fuck with 2 Chainz.
Yeah,
2
Two
Chainz always
Chainz
has
don't play that.
thin, dark skinned bitches in his
Yeah,
videos.
2 Chainz don't play that light
He
skin
don't
shit.
play it
Yeah.
like for
It's-
real.
if
It's,
it ain't
it's a
chocolate-
lot of rappers who like now like
Migos T-shirt, those 3 girls, none of them were darker than a paper bag.
I'm gonna be real. You know,
Migos is different. Look at all their bitches. All their bitches is light skinned.
Facts.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, even take off bitches light skinned.
Sounds like a bunch of niggas that aren't pro-black.
I was not fucking ready for
My
that.
man
Yes!
dropped the mic
was
on
not,
the
he built
This
up the
is
momentum with
why
that
your
one.
last name is Petty.
But
I
you
was
look,
not
but
ready.
you know what though? I mean, I see where you coming from. I don't know.
Yeah,
Me
it's an
personally-
epidemic. Yeah.
Me personally though, I just like all women, but
Yeah.
but it's not represented enough in videos. And honestly, I've been trying to figure out who's in control and picking these women because just because they like. I don't even know how to describe it. You know how a girl would look good, but she looks too good to where she don't look good?
Really?
Does that kind of make sense? Where everything is so perfect, I'd be like, I don't want her. You know what I mean? Kind of
it's-
almost
it's
like
off-putting.
almost like porn. I'd rather watch amateur than
Oh yeah, the HD
than
shit.
1080.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I hate that. It doesn't look right.
it don't
Yeah.
something about
It's
it ain't
like,
re-
bitch,
yeah.
why can't
I-
I can see that.
I don't
I can see
like
that light.
shit.
yeah, it's
Like-
like yeah, that's how I feel about like the girls that they be picking for these videos. I'll be like, Yeah, this is.
I thought they had
this
all
is,
like dishes and stuff.
This is high
And that's what I was
quality.
getting ready to say too, because like let's not blame the rappers all the time. It
No,
is
that's
the
true.
company that does get the girls first.
I'm
Yeah.
behind.
Sometimes the
I'm
rappers
gonna be
don't
behind
even
that.
see the girls until
No,
the
they
day
just
of
pull
the
up.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll cancel a fucking set if there ain't no dark skinned girls on my set. Y'all got me fucked up.
Don't put no light skinned niggas in my video. They
Because
all
I mean, if you look at
better be
Kendrick's,
dark.
if you look at most of Kendrick's video, he, like all the stars and all that stuff is very like dark skinned.
Well, what's funny is he actually has a light skinned girlfriend.
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
does
you
he?
know,
Yeah.
wife.
Or wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he has a wife.
She's,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even think she's black.
Doesn't sound like
Is she
he's-
mixed
no.
or something?
Yeah, she's mixed.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
She's,
Because
So
there
he's
was
like,
a lady who actually wrote like this long Facebook paragraph, and it like got to like BET and like TV One and stuff like that. She was literally like pissed at Kendrick Lamar because
Yeah,
he
they say
talks
Kendrick
about Black
panders.
Power, this, that, and the third.
He been
But
with
you
that
gotta
girl.
Oh,
since
that's
he
what
was-
that
He
lady
been with that
said.
girl
I
since
mean,
he
that
was a
chick said
child.
Yeah, but
Timbala.
he's been with her
Yeah.
since
He been
he's
with
a
her
teen.
since he was
And
a
it's
teenager.
funny though, because it's like if she would have known that, you know,
Yeah.
she probably wouldn't have said that.
Just
but
like
it's,
Jordan Peele.
Yep.
or Donald Glover.
Yeah.
You know, like
But at
he
the
has a
same
light
time,
skin chick.
like
Yep.
this is my thing, and I hate that black women always say like, "Oh, he did Get Out, and he did the whatever the other movie is, and he's supposed
Us,
to be for
yeah.
black people, whatever."
Yeah.
No black women are checking for niggas like that.
That's a fact.
No,
I
like
true.
there's not
That's
one
what I
black
said.
girl
Very
I
true.
know right now
Looking
that
at
should be like,
Carlton.
if Jordan Peele came up to you, bitch, you would slay him.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah.
You're not checking for no niggas like Donald. He's too weird. He's nerdy. They don't like nerd niggas.
And low key, he might stink because he don't be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, with the
No,
big
Jordan Peele, like when he did look like he might have a little tinge to him.
or Donald, like
he don't like the
he grew
scruffy
his
shit.
out.
Like, nigga, cut your shit.
He do
You know,
like he's-
comb
Hey,
your
look.
fucking
No, but you know
hair.
what? They're depressed because they can't get black women.
And
So
that,
it's like-
that might be a thing, but like no
They're
one
like,
is
man,
like,
I gotta
you
settle
can't
for
be
these light
mad
chicks.
I
because
love
you're not
the
checking
Shane.
for these. Like Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs has a white wife.
Yeah.
Well, he's also
Yes,
gay,
I love-
but
well, what's
another
funny is
story.
a lot of people don't know with the Tote Diggs thing. Like he actually played in a play,
Rent.
Yeah,
With his wife.
and
Yes,
he
that's my
was-
favorite
and he
musical
was a,
ever.
He was a gay man, like dressing
Oh.
up in makeup and
Oh
stuff
wait,
like
no, I know
that.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so
think
it was
I
it
remember
was
that.
it was interesting how the whole Tay Diggs things go, and a lot of people don't like him because of that. And he went on the Breakfast Club and explained like the whole thing. Like he literally does different roles on purpose because he doesn't want to be typecasted as just some middle-aged black man, and this is all you can play.
Or the black homeboy.
Wait a
type.
minute, they were
Yeah.
mad that he was playing a role that was not himself.
Yeah, they were mad.
That's
When
called-
black men
that's
play
called
gay roles,
acting.
They don't
Yeah.
like that shit. Just
No,
like
no,
you
no,
remember
no,
how
no.
Tyler Perry got so much slack for fucking being
No,
McGee
it
and
wasn't.
shit?
No. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. We
yeah,
gotta keep it in
clarify.
perspective because
Okay.
they're mad at him because he was cross-dressing in the role. That's mainly
That was the
reason.
main reason, yes, because
It's not because he was playing a role that he shouldn't be playing. It was the cross-dressing aspect.
Oh, okay. And then maybe
That's-
a lot of black people, especially around
Exactly.
that
People
You
time.
know
been
how
doing that
black
for
people are
decades.
when.
Big Mama's house and
And there's only a few black people that are good enough to get away with it, where we
Joanna
don't,
Man.
where we don't question it.
Right.
Joanna Man,
Ben Rames and,
Martin,
Holiday
you
Heart.
know.
yeah.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
you know,
checking big,
yeah,
big,
like,
big ass.
but
I ain't checking
but I feel like. Because what's the nigga name? Michael B. Jordan said the same shit. He only goes out for roles that white men are supposed to play.
Oh yeah. yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand what the.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's nothing. Okay, bro, let's think about that '90s run of black cinema, bro. What
talk
is wrong
about
with
it.
being that guy in every movie? We enjoyed the whole fucking era.
Oh yeah.
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, bro? We love that. We love
Yeah.
that black era, bro.
Oh, in the 90s?
Yeah, like the
In the
Wood,
90s.
the brother.
Yeah.
that
We
whole
were on a
era.
roll with
what the
movies,
fuck?
man. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
Who gives a fuck
It was
if you keep
being
getting
like
the
you
same?
were like when being black was cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's-
it was embraced and shit
and
like
you were
that.
different characters in a black movie. What's wrong with that?
Because the best
Like,
man and Brown Sugar, he played two completely different roles.
two completely
Yeah.
different people,
Yeah,
bro.
true.
I
So
would say
it's-
that in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think like black people
Damn,
were
even in
actually
the Wood, that was a
ruling
whole different-
romantic
that was a
a whole
comedies.
different vibe.
Damn.
Yeah,
You say that
I
again?
feel like they were like black people. I feel like in the late 90s, early 2000s were actually ruling the romantic comedies. Maybe low key.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah. I
Like
see what
you
you're
know,
saying.
Love and
Yeah.
Basketball,
Yeah.
Brown Sugar. Those are like quality,
Yeah.
best man, quality
Yeah.
romantic comedies.
Yes.
They're not cheesy or anything. They're just
Yeah.
real.
And
Yeah.
blockbusters.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, and they did good,
Blockbuster.
fairly good at the
They-
box,
they-
at the
they
box
didn't-
office.
Best Man 2 did better than the Best
Oh,
Man
that's
1, but
right.
that's because it was like 10 years later.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all were
yeah.
anticipating
It was a
that.
sequel.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't even seen that
Oh,
shit
and by the
yet.
way, they're coming out with a new Coming to America. That I
Oh,
heard.
they
I
are.
did hear
Oh,
that.
I saw
They
that.
are.
Yeah. They announced it, but I mean, there's no trailer or nothing like that
Yeah.
out for it. But
Shout out to
That was
Eddie
pretty
coming back.
interesting.
I
Yeah.
love me some Eddie Murphy.
Shout out to Eddie coming back. Yeah, it's been a while.
Let's see.
I still want to talk about Drake because the Raptors
Oh.
are about to win on Monday, and this is about to be amazing.
Well, yeah, so
Drake
he was saying,
is
like,
not gonna
Drake-
shut up. He's not gonna shut up.
Oh.
You want this so bad.
bro, it is
He's not
gonna be
gonna
a
It's not even two sports teams going against each other, bro. It's Drake versus Golden State.
That's literally what it is.
It's not even the Raptors
Yo,
versus.
his
That's
Instagram
crazy.
right now is the
Yeah.
funniest thing on the internet.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? I don't know. I don't even know when the games be on, bro.
I just overhear this stuff.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I'd be like,
I just get the update.
bro, we're so disconnected from sports.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just be.
It's so funny because
Niggas
like
playing with
in the
balls.
group chat, that's why I sent that gift. Like,
Bro,
Yo,
when's
what the
it
fuck
be
are
want
y'all
us to talk
talking
about
about?
sports so bad? I'd be like, bro, I don't watch that shit, bro. What do you want me to talk
I think
about?
it mainly be for
Look,
Leon.
look. I
Like,
don't
that's
watch
it.
anything where niggas play with balls. No, just play.
Bars. Drop that mic.
Shane, you're on a roll tonight. What is going on?
Shane
Shit.
is on a
Sorry,
roll,
dog.
bro.
Dang, I almost stepped on the dog. Sorry.
Drop that mic.
But no. But yeah, I don't. Keep up.
I just want to say it's going to be very interesting if
Yeah.
they win on Monday. And
Oh, so they're playing Monday.
they play Monday
I might
night.
tune in
Yep,
just
they play
to
Monday
see.
night. The Raptors are
that
already
the
up
final
3-1.
game?
Oh wait,
No,
it's 3-1.
it's 3-1 Raptors.
Oh, so we have to watch that game.
Okay, yeah, I'll tune in.
because it could be over.
Because if they
Yeah,
win
okay,
one,
I'll
it's
tune
If,
in.
yeah, if they win on Monday, it's over.
But
Oh,
I-
okay. So
you
what is
know-
it? 6 games?
No, you're supposed to win 4.
whoever wins.
How many
4
games
first.
total? Like, what
It's
is it?
7 total.
Oh,
Whoever
okay.
wins
Game
4
series.
first.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
you know what's funny? This is how you know I don't watch sports like that.
Yeah.
You know my favorite part of sports is listening to the announcers give the history. That's my favorite sport. That's my favorite because they be like, anytime, there's only been in the last 40 years, only one team or 2 teams have come back from a 3.
That is
3
true.
You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
is true.
they drop facts
Oh,
like that
okay, yeah,
now,
yeah.
and that shit's interesting to
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
because now at least I know why this game is so
It's
important.
important, yeah.
Because I'm thinking you 3-1, they might come back.
Well,
but,
this is the thing. They're saying that, this is like statistical stuff right here, that no team in the NBA Finals history has ever come down from a 3-1, right? And if Golden State does, they are kind of like the catalyst of being the greatest team of all time.
Oh, so
Got
that's
you.
why it's important.
But what's getting me right now is I thought literally, bro, Golden State Warriors fans are fucking crazy. They're like the
Oh,
Beehive.
yeah.
Bro, them niggas turning them niggas
Oh,
so
yeah, for
quick.
real.
Bro, when you
I've been
never
known
seeing
them so
straight.
quick.
I have
Hold
not
up.
seen no Golden State shit, bro.
Twitter is weird. They
Bro,
have turned
Twitter
on
is
them
a
so
dark
quick.
place. Like, I was like, y'all really just straight saying, fuck these niggas.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
look.
they
when
were like
you've never-
standing for these guys.
When
They're
you've never,
killing Aisha
when you've
Curry's
never
wedding
been to the
picture.
ship and you've been this close, you act a little different.
That shit
You know,
crazy.
you saw.
Oh, are you talking about the Bayhawk going after?
No, pretty
no,
much.
Oh, you're not talking about
They're
that.
they're pretty much saying the Raptors are going so crazy online.
Yeah.
That no, I don't see no Golden State.
Yeah.
fans.
Oh.
But
None.
but look, but you act different when you ain't been there before.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you're,
the first
and you're
time ever.
winning.
Yeah.
We
like
gon-
you last year. Let's go.
Exactly. Last year when the Eagles, that video's on my
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's real.
Yeah.
Nigga, I cried, bro.
Yeah. I
when they
believe
won.
it.
Yeah.
And I refused to celebrate until I saw that clock hit fucking 0, bro.
Yeah.
Because
You tell me, my brother's an Eagles fan. He was there in Philly.
I was
He
like,
not playing.
I almost called out of work just to drive up there.
Yeah.
I was over there like
that shit was deep. You
niggas.
Yeah.
niggas was celebrating. I said, "Shut up, bro. It's not 0 yet, my nigga."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro,
Might jinx it.
we've been this close, my nigga, and we've lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if that shit don't say 0, I'm not celebrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, when it hit 0, I didn't know what to do.
Well,
I
it's
just started
funny
crying.
because
I just
started
crying.
Drake beat
I started
Philly, by the
crying.
way.
I just went like, I said, "Oh my god, we
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was.
I
listening,
cry
was like,
every
oh,
time the
man,
fucking
like,
Cowboys
I knew how
play.
important it was when I
I'm a
saw
fucking
that. I was like,
Cowboys
oh
fan.
shit.
Yes,
My
bro.
heart aches.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you ain't been there before, you gonna act different,
Yeah.
and you may think it's ridiculous, but I'm completely okay with how Golden State is acting.
Yeah.
I mean, not Golden State, sorry, the Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because when you ain't been there,
Drake
you
is
act-
out here.
Yeah. You remind them why you weren't. That look, this is why you shouldn't have let us in here, nigga. Because I'm gonna act the fucking
Drake
fool.
is a fucking ignorant motherfucker. He really think he on the team.
Yo, they had
He
a whole
really think
meeting
he's on the
just
team.
about Drake and the NBA. That lets you know the power of Drake.
like he
Yeah.
is not fucking.
They had a
around.
whole the NBA commissioners and the Raptors commissioners had a whole meeting just about Drake.
They not grimy enough. Golden State ain't grimy enough. They not like.
The only player they got is Draymond that does that type of work, and
They got
that's
that,
the only thing.
but they got Cousins too. But
Yeah,
Cousins
Boogie's
ain't
been playing
Cousins-
terrible.
but Cousins ain't with that. He ain't with them games. If you got he with that smoke though.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins is not joking with you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a problem, I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Never forget that he almost literally smacked George Karl on TV.
Yeah.
Is that the one that
was-
tried to like push him or something,
Yeah.
like nudge him? Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
that
not.
was
I'm
real.
actually I really respect LeBron for speaking out against that.
Oh.
Oh,
And
you're
Because
talking
he
about
was-
the Kyle Lowry joint. Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was?
So the
Oh, I don't
owner.
know.
So quick fact: there was a part owner. He was a lower tier owner of the Golden State Warriors. Kyle Lowry went over for a dive on the ball. And he landed on a chair, the empty chair. Basically, nobody was near him. The guy, basically sitting where Shane is and where Kyle Lowry is, pushed him. Like literally, gave him a shove and talked shit to him. They don't. Kyle's never said what he said to him, but yeah, it was
From the picture, like
he
it was
did not. He did not touch him.
Yeah.
he did not fly into him at all. The lady behind whoever's chair that was, the empty chair, she got knocked back. She was standing up and literally got knocked back in her seat.
Damn.
He was like. And just pushed him.
Yeah, like I'm perfectly trying to invoke him so that he hits him and gets thrown out the fucking game.
Okay.
So
Shit.
what they did was they fined him for a year. He can't come back to it for a year, and they only fined him $500,000, which I think is horseshit.
The owner?
Yep.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's horseshit.
But I
think
really
he should've been fined
like
$2
no one was
million.
really talking about it.
Oh, the owner pushed him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no
hell
one was
no.
really talking about it until like then I seen like LeBron had said something.
Yeah,
like,
you have
yo,
to have actually seen it.
Like
on
he was
TV,
like, yo, he
yeah.
was like, at first I was like kind of iffy. He's like, but when I seen it, like, nah, like you was being mad disrespectful, owner or not, like motherfuckers, like he was like, we ain't doing that privilege shit over here, nigga. You was wrong. Like,
Yeah,
get the
no,
fuck
you
out.
should. You
Yeah.
should never put like.
Don't
why
put
would
your hands
you
on me.
push
You
him?
know I can't do shit. Don't put your hands on me. You know I
Yeah.
can't. I'm in the playoffs.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I
actually
can't do
been a really
nothing.
big thing in the
I would've
NBA
sued
too.
his ass
a lot
for
of
assault.
a lot of the fans have been kind of unruly this year to a lot of the players. It's actually been like
I will
out
meta
of
world
hand.
piece of bitch.
It
Stop
really
fucking
has
playing
been
with
out of
me.
hand. Like
For real.
the guy that was talking to Russell Westbrook during the regular season, he called him a boy. Like he said something like "get on your knees like you used to, boy."
What?
And it was yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He said it to Westbrook.
Yeah.
and he said it on him on the set.
No, he was on the sideline talking shit to him, but the
No.
guy got removed. It was a Utah Jazz fan. That's what I remember.
Oh, it was a
yeah.
fan. Okay,
No,
good.
I'm following
And it was
you into
yeah,
the
it was
parking
just
lot.
wild.
Oh, yeah.
I need all that
There have
smoke.
been so
Boy.
many
Calling all the
situations with
looks.
fans this season. It's wild.
Wow.
It really is
God
wild.
damn.
You gotta think how much these fans pay for these fucking tickets. They probably got bets
Dude,
on
if
these
I pay
games.
$93,000 for that game, I better have an NBA player follow me.
That's a fact. I want to be in the game.
I better come out with a black eye and a missing
I
tooth.
need I need a loose ball to come out
You
with.
feel me? Trying to pass it back to LeBron.
There you go.
That right there was half my ticket.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah,
you
That
know
was
what I'm
worth
saying?
it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
I better get a free throw at halftime. Something.
I need some spit to fall on. Not some spit, some
Sweat.
sweat to hit me in the forehead. Man.
That's an intense game if
It's
spit.
it's for real, man.
They got paid $100,000 for that.
for that, yeah.
Yeah, man. These are expensive seats, this finals game.
Yeah.
These
Never
are
met
the,
the game,
these
you
are the
could bet you
biggest
about them
amount of money that anybody spent on tickets, floor seats for game.
And if I'm at the game, you could bet your $1 that I sit on floor.
Speaking of,
And if I'm at the fight, you could bet your bottom dollar sweat hit my whore.
Oh,
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
see, I didn't know that
man.
one. But speaking
in
of
peace.
courtside seats, Beehive, please leave that lady alone.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yo, she wasn't even
She
doing
didn't even
nothing.
do nothing. So she explained it. So pretty much like I think it was like the owner, like one of the owner's wives had invited Jay-Z and Beyonce to the playoffs game or whatever. And they had met them before. So like basically she had leaned over to take their drink orders. I think she said Beyonce just wanted a water and then
She
Jay-Z
asked
wanted
Jay.
like a vodka and
Yeah.
vodka soda or some shit. But she couldn't hear him. So that's why she leaned over to hear his order.
Yeah.
But Beyonce, bro, if you know Beyonce, she expresses she was bored as fuck. She didn't want to come to that fucking game. LeBron wasn't there. She didn't fucking care.
Or maybe she was
loves
dazed out.
LeBron.
Maybe she was dazed out.
But
She
she's
did,
like
that's
that
what
at all
I'm saying.
games.
Beyonce
Yeah.
be hot as hell.
Yeah.
She smoked mad bud where she was just sitting there like this.
Yo, for real.
And she always do. She just be rocking and she looked
She
at
do
her
be
like.
looking high as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
like she was
chilling.
just high. She just looked at her
Beyonce
like,
be
"No, I'm
lit.
good." Like she was like, even the lady was like, there was no
She look-
Beyonce be
animosity.
stoned.
She
She
didn't
look
look
like a
at
good
her no
time. I
way.
can't
Like
even
she was
front.
really just zoned out, being bored. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
nothing
she didn't
like
look
that.
like
Bro, they done
she's
threatened this
bothered.
lady. It got so bad.
Off of-
Yeah.
off
on
of Twitter.
Twitter,
It got-
they were
bro,
like, they were trying to dox
On
her, bro.
Instagram and everything, it got so bad where the Beehive, like Beyonce was like, bro, chill. And the Beehive, nah, you chill.
Really?
No, for real. No. In this situation, they actually did.
They were
That
like,
was
nah,
real.
sis, we got you.
Like,
Like,
we got
you,
you,
bitch, you
sis.
chill.
Yeah.
For Beyonce's publicist to speak out, which she never does, because Beyonce don't do shit. It's Beyonce. For her publicist to speak out, y'all gotta fucking chill. And I'm Beehive all day. All fucking day.
Now,
Yeah, they
now-
were trying to crucify
All
this lady.
Yeah, what was your question?
Yeah, let me ask you guys a question. Is the Beehive?
Yeah.
It's Beyonce.
Beehive.
She call herself
B-E-Y.
Queen Bee.
Okay, so
Yeah.
But it's-
the Beehive.
Yeah.
Is the Beehive a fan base or a cult?
It's a cult.
Definitely a cult.
It's a cult, bro.
Because
We
they
stand
move
just like Barbies.
like a cult.
Just like Barbies, we
No,
stand.
trust me. Yeah, they
Like
move.
I think Charles Manson would be like,
Rihanna
oh, I
Navy
recognize
cult.
this.
No, for real.
All Rihanna Navy cult. Beehive cult. Barbies cult.
you'd be surprised. A lot of these like fan pages and stuff, they actually work together.
Yeah.
Like all of the fan pages,
and a lot of the celebrities follow the fan pages
Yep.
too. Like they know what the fuck they be doing. They like that shit.
They work
Because if
together.
you have 1 million people that'll dictate a narrative, you just tell them what you want.
Yeah.
You got 1 million people
People
reminding people.
are so
that's what-
free. I will argue a nigga down about motherfucking Beyonce. Don't play with me. I've
Really?
cut niggas off because they talk shit about Beyonce.
Damn, word.
Really?
I've cut niggas off for less.
I don't even fuck with
But
her
yes,
like that, but
bitch,
damn.
you don't like Beyonce. You're just a hater. To me, it's a hater because what is there to not like about her?
I
You
don't
like
not
her
like her.
music, that's fine.
Yeah.
But her
Yeah.
as a person, as a philanthropist, as an entrepreneur, you
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
knock her. Like she does so much
No, I
for
can
the
see
black
that.
community. She do so much for everybody
This
around
is
her.
she's
Like
super
you
talented.
can't. Like she's just
Yeah.
such a kindred spirit. How can you hate Beyonce?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would never. Yeah, I don't hate
Yeah, yeah,
Beyonce.
Yeah,
Like, niggas that act like I hate that bitch.
I think
But
hate
like-
is a strong word.
Yeah, but if her music comes out, I'm not running to listen to it.
Facts.
Right.
That's the thing. You
But
know
if
what I
it
mean?
comes on, you might not turn it. You might let it rock.
Yeah.
No.
You gonna turn?
Depends on the song. Yeah, yeah.
All
I-
y'all niggas like Love on Top. Baby,
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that's a
all
good
y'all.
song.
Of course. No,
That's-
no, no, no,
that's
no.
all-
But
Yeah.
know
No,
why.
there's songs
You already
we
know why,
love.
though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's songs
That's
that we
your
love
shit.
by
That's Destiny's
Beyonce.
Child. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
You already
there's-
know
You
why,
like
though.
one
But
plus
you already
one
know
because you're
why.
married. I get it.
But niggas know my
Niggas
position.
like, bro, niggas be singing Beyonce.
But we're not
while
gonna be
they
in our
sing.
car like, oh, let's sing.
Exactly.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
if
not
I
a
AJ,
single
don't
lady,
ever
then.
let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
hear you blast
But
Beyonce
yeah,
down my
but-
street.
yeah.
But look, no. But you will hear me blast Solange though, because I've always
Yeah.
liked Solange.
Yeah,
music.
I
I'm
can't
more
like
of a
weird
Solange
shit.
person.
Not-
For that.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I tried.
You just don't
that,
get it?
That first album, I swear to
Which one?
God.
The seat at the table? Or?
Yes, I listened to
Okay.
that album like 6 or 7 times front to back, and I
just don't get it?
I don't. I
Which
can't.
one is
She's
it?
too woke for me.
It
I
was
have,
it orange?
I have
I feel
always
like
said
it's
that
just
she's
too
like the
woke.
female
Not
talent
Orange.
creator.
That wasn't even her first album. That was like her second
Yeah,
or third album.
EP. I remember she had an
No,
EP
that's
first.
like her 6, bro. She's
Oh.
done.
Yeah, you're right. She got mad
Yeah,
albums,
so
bro.
basically, like that whole seat at the table thing was a 180 to everything she's always
Yeah,
done.
that was her. That was
I
her
just-
new
I don't
transition.
know.
Yeah,
I've never
she
been into her music.
did like big band style type music.
Yes,
and
yes.
she did like the go DC thing.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
She does like go-go.
Fire.
You see her in
And
the
then,
go-go
and then
shit.
literally that's when she stopped. I think it was like, what was it, like 2003 or 04 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when 10 years later, because she said it'd take her 10 years to make this album, A Seat at the Table came out. And that was her transition into
Her
new
reinvention?
Solange. Yeah,
Yeah, I do remember that. I think it was that one go-go song back in
Oh.
the day. But I just never. I was hella young back then. So
Hey,
I
y'all
just
gonna
never-
stop? Y'all gonna stop
Yeah,
disrespecting
Solange-
Solange?
No, I
Yeah.
love Solange as a person. Like her pictures, like her style, her vibe. I love her. Like I love her. I follow her on everything, but I just can't.
And
get
I
her music.
honestly,
And I
love-
don't know if that's just because I'm expecting like a Beyonce type of thing because they're sisters, even though I know they're polar opposite,
yeah.
but they're opposite.
Facts.
But it's just like I don't know. It doesn't reach me. It
Yeah.
don't touch
I love
me.
the sister love between both of them.
Oh, yeah,
though.
I love-
because
they love each
when
other.
they were
Nigga,
live
anytime you bro.
on her thing, like her
Did you
on
see her
Netflix,
whoop
and
Jay-Z
they
ass
both went
shit
on there.
elevator?
She was at Coachella. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
she
about
went up
that.
there.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful to see these
They
two.
all-
But
but they always interact like
you know,
that.
that's the one thing I can appreciate. You could totally tell like they were good. Like
Even
Yeah,
with the Proud
even when
Family.
she fell, so I
Solange
think she
sang
fell.
the Proud Family theme song.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Conspiracy Winston. I'm sorry, guys.
Huh?
Because you know I troll Reddit a lot.
Oh
Okay.
So there is a rumor that's still going around, which I have like heard like years and years ago,
Okay.
that Beyonce is Solange's mom.
I did hear that.
Beyonce is
I have heard that. Just
mom.
like
What?
Janet Jackson's niece.
what you over there listening to?
Yeah, what are you jamming? Who is that?
No, it's Solange. It's the that was the hit right before her last album. Yeah, that was lit.
I decided.
Yep.
Oh.
That was a dope video too. The video's fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
that's
God,
right.
yeah.
Maybe I'll revisit
yeah,
it
yeah,
again and I'll give it a try. But
Remember that one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that video was fire.
Damn, I forgot about that.
yeah.
Had like this old 60s vibe. It was kind of 50s
It was
vibe.
that,
It was-
yeah.
Damn, I forgot
She
about
bit
that.
on that Black Power shit. Let's not get it
Always.
twisted.
Do not
Yeah.
get it twisted.
Yeah.
All I think it is you.
Let's just say that
Yeah,
Solange
damn, I
may have
forgot
been the
about
only
that.
person to successfully be videoed beating up Jay-Z.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
so
that's
we
right.
know she's with the shits.
Yeah, she know we could. She could
gives
kick
a-
You
somebody.
play, you
ass.
play with my family, I'm on your head, ho.
Yeah.
with the feet and all, boy. She was. Whew.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much everything. We need to get into the ride out.
Oh shit.
Wait, Future just dropped.
Yes, can we talk new music for a second, really quickly?
Just real quick.
Because there's a
Future just
list of
dropped.
music. Yeah.
Who else just dropped?
Future.
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler. Oh,
Well-
let's talk. Oh my.
Igor.
Yeah, Igor.
Oh fuck.
My
Igor.
man from the city.
Out to motherfucking Igor.
Shout out to him, man.
Fuck
He came a
DJ
long way.
Khaled, you're a hater.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my
did y'all hear about
God.
You're a fucking hater, and you don't
I
need to be
saw
acting
it.
like
You
that with
saw
your
that?
He was
cultural
so mad.
appropriation.
Did you
I
see
saw
it?
it from
I can
Santana.
believe it
Yeah, yeah.
that like DJ Khaled is like
Bro,
one of those
that
type of
album was
people.
some mid.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that shit was some mid, bro. I love DJ Khaled. That shit was some mid.
It wasn't cohesive. There was good.
I felt like
it was a lot of good songs. They just didn't-
certain songs, like certain lyrics, should have been on different beats.
Was it better than his last album?
No, that last album.
No, his last album was slapping.
Last album.
And that song with
But
SZA was
Igor-
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
So
Igor is fucking
so
slaps.
why is he so angry then that he didn't go number one?
I think it's just
Because
ego.
he thought it was fire. You know,
It's
look
ego.
at DJ
He's
Khaled.
competitive.
Ego.
He's a
Yeah.
Don. He's a star. He's the
said it in the
greatest. Like, you
video.
know what I'm saying? Like, he's very self-centered.
Well,
Yeah.
well
So
Camera looking at me.
maybe.
is what camera looking at you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay,
think
okay.
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that light is
I know you're
blinding
just
me.
blinded right now.
Yeah, I just blinded.
Igor is amazing.
I just
Igor
think-
is an
Igor's
amazing
great.
body of work.
I
Man.
still haven't listened to it.
Please listen to
that,
it.
what happened is that specifically, I don't understand why DJ Khaled would be upset knowing that it was probably not his best body of work, even though he's calling it his best body of work.
Because maybe
It's
he
'cause
doesn't
he's
know that it's
competitive.
not his best body of work.
Exactly. He's
Maybe
competitive.
he doesn't know that.
It's his ego.
He thinks it's the best shit out right now.
Everything I put
what
out
he
is supposed to-
specifically said was that there was no marketing behind his stuff.
Oh, that's
so
what he
I
said?
don't think it was that he didn't think the music wasn't good. I
Damn
just
sure
don't
wasn't
think
no
he think
marketing
that people
behind
weren't looking for him.
Oh well, what I saw the video way he was ranting, he was basically saying like my shit, good music is what you hear in the barbershop, is what you hear on the radio, in your car, and it's somebody else's car, and not this mysterious unknown shit, which is the shit that beat his. I mean, even Billie Eilish beat all of them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Billie
fuck with
Eilish is
her.
number. Yeah, I fuck with her
She
too.
is
Yeah, I like her.
So ahead of her time.
don't
For
even
her,
know
Yeah,
that.
she's
like
like a
little white girl.
She's like a weird
Yeah,
Afro
she's
She's
Lavigne.
like 17.
She's
Is the
literally
one
like
that
the
wears
new
baggy
Lord.
clothes?
Yes.
Yeah,
because
baggy
she don't
clothes
wanna be
and
sexualized, bro.
She's the
She
new
is-
Lord.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Lord.
I would say that.
What happened
She's
to
like
her?
the new
Yeah, I'm about to
Lord,
say, I don't
basically.
even know if she's the new Lord. Lord didn't even stick around too long.
Yeah, she only stuck around for what, 2 years?
Do y'all remember the Lord rebrand when she came out at that MTV Music Awards?
Yes.
It was dancing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That was
Why
different.
the fuck does she look 75?
That's an ongoing thing already.
She looks
too.
so fucking
they
old.
Think that she's
Lord?
older.
Yeah,
they
Bro,
think
she's
older
young.
than
She was
she
like
is.
Kinda looks
19.
older.
Yeah.
Bro, that bitch looked 30.
They
Yeah.
they swore up and
She
down
looks
that
what
she
I'm
was this
supposed to
woman
look like.
from
Yeah.
Australia. Like they had like this whole conspiracy.
a
Like
whole-
they had her birth certificate and everything saying like,
Holy
no, she's Carol, blah 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 blah, born in
Oh.
1977.
Like, for real,
Like, it
there's
was real. It
no
was a
way
real
hell.
thing going on
Holy
for
shit.
real.
Oh shit. Yeah, but she does look older. But yeah, Billie Eilish, she's like young. She's like 18, 17 or something
Yeah,
shit
she's
right now.
17.
Yeah, I dig her style. She makes like anti-pop music. to
Yeah,
me.
that's really what it is. Anti-pop.
yeah,
But
yeah.
new music, Future Save Me, Tyga Legendary. You got my man T Grizzly from the city. Yes, that's my nigga.
Who's Tiger?
I call him Tiger. I'm sorry, bro.
Put some respect
He's
on Tiger.
great.
I just ran his rap sheet down, and you haven't named
call
an
him a-
artist who's done more than that yet.
And you called him an actual animal.
Yeah. Put some respect
I called
on
him an
Tiger's
actual
name.
animal. Yes, I'm sorry.
Put some respect.
Tyga.
Yeah.
Tyga.
The way black
Legendary.
people say it. No.
Yeah.
Scriptures by T Grizzly. Waka Flocka dropped something too as well. He dropped Mollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Casey Veggies dropped Organic. You got who else? Who else dropped?
Casey and
Skepta.
JoJo?
Skepta dropped Ignorance is Bliss. He just had a baby. Denzel Curry dropped Zoo.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yo,
Yeah.
I can't front of y'all. My favorite member from Dipset has always been Jim Jones, and El Chapo
Jim
is
Jones.
fire.
Yeah, I like
his
Jim
new
Jones.
album, El
Yeah.
Chapo.
Yeah, I've
is
always
fire.
liked
They
Jim
come
Okay,
here
I
all
gotta
the
check that
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance's brother
Yeah.
Taylor Bennett just dropped the album American Reject. Chief Keef dropped Camp Glow Tiggy. That just came out.
What are you doing?
What else?
What?
I think that's it for right now.
What are you doing?
For all the people that came out.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
That's
It's a lot. It's a lot of new music on there. So.
Yeah.
On what?
You think they're gonna be more this summer? Like more people gonna come out?
Talking about?
Yeah, I think the summer's like because it's funny because the first quarter was like very weak for new music in general.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
the
'cause it is
second
summer.
quarter
Yeah,
now
that's
is
right.
like popping. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
popping right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting in work.
Jesus.
Your friend.
That's my nigga forever. Nobody say. Nobody say. It's my nigga.
I don't know.
My nigga.
I don't know what just happened.
I was really confused for a while at first. She said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What?" And I'm thinking, I'm literally playing with my watch right now.
Yeah.
And then I realized it had something to do with nothing podcast related at
That's
all.
all like, what are you doing?
Oh, you do that to.
I
Oh,
got a
okay.
text like, I was like, oh, wait a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it was revenge. It was revenge.
Coming for you, baby.
Boy, it's crazy.
Like, it's on.
Oh, and Young Thug is coming out with a music video for London with him and J. Cole.
Automatic hit.
And Travis Scott.
Automatic.
Oh, that's
hit.
the song you were playing earlier, right?
Yeah. Yo, did y'all see that fucking stream? That stream was so weird. It was wild. I was on there for 11 hours, and it was the weirdest thing I've
You
ever
talking about the Young
seen in my
Thug
life.
shit?
Yeah.
I didn't. I remember you saying about it, but I couldn't. Every time I tried to get on it, it was like frozen.
Yeah, it was so weird because it's like he was in the London hotel, of course, and it just had random people like coming in and out, squirting slime all everywhere, had the spider picture. They were like counting bricks of money and shit like that. It was just fucking random. Like this one chick came in,
I like
destroyed
that
the
type of
cake,
shit.
and
Yeah.
left. Like came in, destroyed the cake, and just left.
Oh, I like that type of shit.
And then some
Young Thug. Come on, bro.
Young Thug is that nigga. Like, and
That's
I know a lot of
yeah.
y'all been talking shit about his album cover. Like, that nigga will not smoke your fucking boots.
Yeah, bro.
In a
Yeah.
fucking dress.
Yeah.
That nigga would have the 45 tucked
have
in his
the
boxer
utmost-
briefs
in the
and
dress.
smoke
She
your
said in the
fucking
dress,
boots
though.
in the
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, that's a
dress.
fact. I have the utmost respect for him musically and outside of music.
For real, like that nigga, bro. He got a shootout with Rollo.
Oh, shit.
Rollo is not a bitch nigga.
No, Rollo's in jail right now.
Rollo
too.
is in jail for moving that fucking food, nigga.
that dog food.
That dog
That
food,
dog
nigga.
food.
That
For
dog
real,
food.
Right.
Thug
And
is not, and he would tell you, Thug is not no bitch. That nigga was in a shootout with
A
me.
lot of people say that though. Like
Yeah.
when Walk, I think it was like a year ago, he was on a Breakfast Club. He said,
Yes.
like, yeah, Young Thug, he is not nobody to
Bruh,
fuck
he's
with.
not the
For
one to
real.
play with, bro.
I remember somebody
Young
told
Thug,
me he was like, was that you that told me he was like in the studio with somebody and he had on like a kilt or some shit? That nigga had a 45 tucked in
Facts.
his
Yeah,
shit.
he did. Yeah, he did. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Like,
Bruh, Young
nigga,
Thug-
Imagine somebody saying
Young
that.
Thug got his street cred from what Atlanta called the Bloody Summer.
Yep, that's how he got his name.
And Charlamagne asked T.I. about it one time. And they was, because Charlamagne was like, it's true that, he was like, I see you do a lot of work with Thug. He was like, I fuck with Thug. Like, Thug's my nigga. He was like, you don't mind his, like, antics and stuff? And he was like, no, I don't give a fuck what he do. And then he was like, I heard he got a lot of his notoriety from, like, the Bloody Summer in Atlanta. He was like,
It was like a whole bunch of deaths and shit.
he's like, I mean, I don't
Put
know
it
what
like
you want me
this.
to
He was,
tell you. I don't want
putting
you-
in work like, what's
I
his
don't
name?
know.
Lil
I don't know what
Reese.
you want me to tell you.
Okay.
You know T.I.
Why they
ain't
do
gonna
Lil
have
Reese
this
like
shit.
that?
So it's like the red wedding
gonna
of
talk about that.
Atlanta?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
and
damn.
apparently he was one of the niggas going
Yeah,
crazy
like
out
like
there.
when you hear about like the gang stories like on A&E and shit like that.
Yeah.
Thug should be on there.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lil
Shout out
Reese,
to Thug,
them
I
niggas
guess.
that jump Lil Reese is bitch. You know that nigga on probation and he ain't gonna have no strap.
Yeah,
Y'all know if he was
that was
strapped, y'all nigga
foul.
would have got y'all fucking
That was
boots
foul
smoked.
as fuck.
Somebody
That
jumped
was
Lil
foul.
Reese in them?
Yeah.
Yes, nigga.
Oh,
When I tell
Hold on,
you
wait.
that nigga is about to come back with a vengeance,
Who was the dude?
My God.
Who was the dude that tweeted when? Remember when Lil
Rest
J got? He
in
said he should have been
peace.
shooting from the ground or whatever. Somebody tweeted that to Lil Reese. Lil Reese is like, "Yo, you a dead nigga walking."
That was
Like-
NBA Namir.
Yep.
niggas got to chill.
Bro.
Why do y'all keep playing with these niggas who have already proven themselves?
Yeah, the baby just had hand surgery from beating up that nigga.
Like, that shit is crazy
There's a
to
whole
me.
section of niggas we don't play with, and Glow Gang is one of them.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with
Chief
y'all? Chief
Keef.
Keef them?
Chief-
Bro, you're
look.
crazy.
Lil Reese and them. You know he rolled with Lil Reese and them.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing. I just think it was some bitch shit because you know he on probation, he fighting
Facts.
some shit. So you know you caught him lacking. You knew he was lacking. You know he can't be caught with no fucking pistol.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't
he
want
can't. That's
no
fucked up.
problems with Lil Reese and them.
I don't want no problems with that man.
No, look. Shout out to the Glow Gang.
Yeah.
Period.
Shout out to
That's
Lil
what it
Reese
is.
and them. Shout out to Old Block. We want no smoking in the
yeah.
podcast.
yeah.
Oh,
Because-
I do have one last thing to say.
Yeah, we got to. We have
that-
130.
That guy
Yeah.
50 Cent, the kid that walked up to him.
No,
or
we're not
whatever.
giving him no clout. Do not say his name.
No. I'm not going to say his name. I think that
Corny-ass
I think
nigga.
that 50 Cent was right in what he did because it was a previous interview on the Breakfast Club because I watch the Breakfast Club a lot.
Yeah.
When he said that nobody will walk up to Jimmy Iovine like that. You know,
Absolutely
okay,
not.
Yeah.
You know, nobody
Yeah.
will walk up to Jimmy Iovine and go like, "Yo, look
Play
at
my
my
shit, bro."
IG. Look at
Yeah.
my IG." Like,
Yeah.
no, you're gonna come with a tailored package.
Yeah.
You're gonna show him why, because it's not to boost your numbers. It's to how can I sell you as a product.
Yeah.
Show me the same respect you show these white people that you
Yeah,
got down
that's what he
on.
said. You doing this all wrong. You'll never make it. You
Which
doing this
is
all
why I
wrong.
respect 50 Cent for what he did.
And on top of that, just for like some 48 Laws of Power type of shit, just so y'all know, that nigga did not want to smoke with 50 Cent. One, because, you know, he was gangster in the moment that 50 said, "What you say to me?"
Yeah, he did. He
And
was.
It was a half a second gangster, but I could tell you where he lost his gangster points. 50 Cent touched him. He said,
Oh, yeah.
He said, "This ain't gonna work."
Yep.
If a nigga puts their hands on you, they're not afraid to touch. They're not,
At all.
If
At
a nigga
all.
put,
Damn, he called his bluff.
Yeah, he did.
yeah,
No,
he
for
called
real.
his bluff, bro. Because even if if you're ever arguing with a nigga, bruh, the nigga
he
even
do one of those?
even if he
Instant
pokes you in the shoulder, bruh,
Instant dub.
he is ready.
We
bruh.
call that shit a heart
He's
check.
more ready than you are, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a heart
Like,
check at
He's
that
taking
moment.
control of the
'cause
situation.
he's taking that control because I'm letting you know I will fucking touch you, my nigga.
Yeah.
Even if it's like this, if I'll do this, I'll
Yeah,
knock
Not
you
only
out.
was 50 about to fuck him up, I don't know if y'all watched Black Ink, but Nicki will fuck a nigga up. I don't know if y'all saw her whoop Thor ass when she found them fucking faggot ass news that he fucking had. He had his fucking this nigga Patterson.
No, this is real.
He's
No,
over
this is
here,
real,
right?
bro. Oh, this is real, bro. No, for real.
Bro, he took a
Yo.
news like this.
Yo,
No.
I
Are
can't
we
even-
talking about the really swole nigga?
Yes. No, that's his brother. No, the other one.
The other one.
The really, really swole, dark skinned nigga with the beard?
No, the
No,
other one.
that's
That's
the
his
brother.
brother.
The
That's
one
his
that had
older.
the crazy
The one that
hair on
raps.
I don't even know.
So Four is the younger brother of the guy, and he raps. That used to be his girl.
He used to have like the kind of what is it like the brown
Do it
hair?
again.
Yeah.
Do it again. What was
Bro,
his
No,
He
for
like
real.
this.
That nude was
Shit
wild.
was like this. Like dick out, balls out. Bro,
Oh.
your asshole in my
Yeah.
dick. You're a fucking bro.
That is the weirdest way to take a dick pic I've ever seen in
I
my
have
life.
met, bro.
Oh, so it was supposed to be
Bro,
a dick pic.
no.
That's what he swear. Hold on. He like so the
No,
the newest
he tried
episode
to
of
say
Black
that.
Ink came on, right? And he tried to explain it, and it was the weirdest shit ever. He was talking to Charmaine. He was like, yeah, I was just trying to take a dick pic. I mean, I was just checking out angles and shit.
Hell no, bro.
I don't believe
fucking
that.
died.
You like that ass play.
You don't send your booty hole to girls, bro.
You don't think, bro.
You do not send your
What if
booty
it was a
hole to-
boomerang? What if he boomeranged the booty hole? I would have fucking killed that nigga.
Oh, I'm dead.
I'm fucking dead. Like no, bro. Like bro, Nicki is not, bro. Nicki, bro.
Can we
Nicki
can we
got-
can we
Nicki got
can
hands.
we move on?
Let's move on.
No, it's over. We got to go to the ride out,
gotta
yo.
go.
We're at 133.
Yeah, I think we can stop at booty hole.
Yeah.
It's a booty hole.
Yeah, it's a booty hole.
Y'all can start because I don't know what I want to make my ride out just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my ride out would be "Hey Ladies" by the Beastie Boys, because I heard that while it was raining hard as fuck on the way here, and I was just jamming like "Hey Ladies, getting the funky." Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not
That's
hip.
a funky ass song. So those white boys were funky, man.
I like the Beatles. I'm a Yellow Submarine type of
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
said
No, I
Beastie
said
Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Oh, Beastie
Yeah.
Boys.
So, you
Oh,
said the
Beatles, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say what I heard it when you said "Hey ladies"?
Yeah.
All I heard was "Hey sexy lady,
Oh,
it was nice to know you,
wait, that's not familiar. What
but I
is it?
gotta go." I think it's Ray J.
Is it? I
don't
can't
know.
remember, but it
It's-
sounds so
I know-
familiar.
I know
I
it's
did
young-
not. I was thinking, hey, lady.
Wow,
I went super
that is
old
3
school.
separate songs that we
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
went to.
3 songs that have "Hey Ladies" in it.
But I think my song is Young Berg actually.
Youngberg? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the Beastie Boys song, I think they were just using a sample from an 80s song. Like, because in the chorus, it's just like DJ, just like, "Hey, ladies, you get funky."
Okay,
You know?
so it's not
Yeah.
part of the hook though. Or nothing
Yeah,
like that.
no,
yeah.
it is the hook, but it's just a DJ scratching
sample.
old shit. That
Gotcha.
was probably from the 80s or some shit. Because the song came out in early 90s.
Gotcha,
But
okay.
but yeah, so I'm gonna go with that shit. And rest in peace to one of the members. I can't remember their name, but he died. Yeah, if you like to hear it, here you go.
Actually, in my newfound respect for Tyga, I'm gonna pick a Tyga song.
Please do.
Tiger.
For real.
Put some respect on my nigga Tiger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick for my writer. I'm gonna pick Tyga's song "Hard for You." I don't even know what album that was on.
Who cares?
Who
It's a
fucking
hit.
cares? But I just fuck with that song. One of my old niggas put me on to that shit, and he was like, "If you don't fuck with Tyga, listen to this song." And I fucked with it. So you want to hear it? Here it go.
I don't know who to pick. I should pick Tyga just because I've been championing Tyga. But I'm probably going to pick Solange, I decided, just because when I was over
'cause
here, I
you,
was really jamming.
I might have to revisit that. Yeah. What year did that come out? Early 2000s or something?
2009.
Oh, 2009. Okay, so on the cusp. Okay. Yeah, because I remember that, but I totally forgot about it. Yeah. That was it. You went
That's
for
the one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm doing Solange, I decided, just because I fucking love Solange, man. And you like to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah.
We're back.
You got a
And
chill.
that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And we want to thank everybody for coming out to the live show again.
Yeah.
This is episode 101. We're in triple digits, baby.
Yeah.
Low key might have to change the album artwork now or something. It has to
Something.
different. Something I got to change. I know it's going to look different now, but whatever. But it's episode 101. Next week we'll probably do the Dre TV. You know what? I don't know. I'll take that part out. We'll take that part out. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
You gonna
If
say
you like
peace?
to hear it,
Hold
yeah,
on.
go.
Hold on. You gonna say peace? We waiting on you, nigga.
Oh, peace.
You just watched well, we could start over if you'd like.
Hey!
You just watched the Three Oak podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3 o'clock. Okay.
Thank you for watching the Three Oak podcast.
If you like what you just seen, you should hit the subscribe button.
Twice.
It's right. Look, it's right there, bro. It's right
Y'all
there.
see it, right?
It's
They
right
see
there.
it, right? Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah. I think they see it, but I'm not sure. Yeah.